You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508, 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, Straight Up, Robin Jerry Small.
If you got to feel it, you got to be clean. You got to make it straight. You can't be lean. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So
Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So
Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister.
come along, my brother. Come along, my sister.
Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister.
Come,
Come along, my brother.
come,
Come along, my sister.
come.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
Let the place look good, my brother.
Come along, my sister.
Yes, good morning and welcome to the program for today. Monday the 8th of August, 2022. And welcome to the program for the rest of this week here. The second full week in August this week. And the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. You know that for the last 3 weeks or so, the news has been dominated by the public concern, almost the whole population of Jamaica concerned for the covering up of the disappearance and the fate. What happened to her? What is our fate? The disappearance and the fate of Donna Lee Donaldson. And it developed into a movement where some young people decide that they're not going to back down about the covering up and them produce some results out of the government, the police force, and the society. Well, the government trying now to cover up all of the wrongs done in the name of independence. Wrongs done in the name of independence, and to present a false image, not only to the people of Jamaica, but to the world. False image of a glorious experience of 60 years in the independence. A falsehood. And it climaxed yesterday. Well, what kind of climax that anyway? Climax yesterday with them full up the stadium in Kingston. Full up the stadium in Kingston and put on a poppy show. And the bigger poppy show is that last week it was announced that Babsy Green said that John Kuno not going on as nice in Jamaica as one time. John Kuno from a poppy show. And she going to foreign to make some foreigner rescue John Kuno in Jamaica. Can you imagine? Well, as the reward for organizing the poppy show and the falsehood of this great, glorious 60 years, she get a national award. Babs Green get a national award. That's the latest thing. That is the crowning thing, news about the jubilee and jubilation. She get national award. She get commander of the Order of Jamaica. So that is a promotion, because before that she was commander of the One Order of Spanish Town. But now she is commander of the Order of Jamaica. So that's supposed to be a promotion. But she began that long time. Commander of One Order in a Spanish Town. Appointed by Siaga. Well, the numbers again. 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Well, Jamaica is like Taiwan, or in some ways like Taiwan, that island off the mainland of China. That island off the mainland of China where some people establish a government some long time ago, about 70 years ago, about 73 years ago. We have the phone? All right, well, let's get to the phone. Start the program. Good morning, welcome to the program.
Good morning, Jerry.
Welcome.
Yeah, man, bless up, man. Ryan, man.
Ryan.
Yeah,
I don't know, I can't find my phone. On my phone. Okay, find it. Yes, Ryan, what go on?
Yeah, you know, like, you do something for me, you see?
Yeah?
Me don't like, the doctor, man, just go on and read it to King
No, you're talking too fast. You would like to what?
King Yashua.
King Yeshua. Are you married book couple days ago?
No, man, Ryan just talk to you, man.
Oh, me book up a man couple days ago and I tell me say I contact King Yeshua. Yeah. What is about King Yeshua?
Yeah, me like him put his number up on the radio again.
No, you're talking too fast. You would like King Yeshua for do?
Put his number on the radio.
Alright, well, what you can do, you can leave your number.
Yeah.
You can leave your number and him can phone and ask for your number. Otherwise, him can start advertise from Bess FM.
Yeah, I'm a friend, you know, me tell him, me used to have a number, but he lost me, you know?
Yeah, what you do, you leave your number.
Yeah.
And if him now, him call and ask for the number of the person who want to contact him. Otherwise, him can put advertisement. We are suit him to put advertisement from Bess FM. If him spend a few dollars, if him spend a few dollars and advertise from Bess FM, he will get even plenty more business than him get now. Can't pay for the advertisement or more than pay for it.
Yeah.
So we have to promote that the business people who getting benefit out of Bess FM.
Yeah.
They should start to support the station because the advertisement can be very economical, you know?
Yeah. If you're listening, you see, I want you to know that he's a fiberglass man, Ryan from Montego Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You always tell about the reception from the transmitter.
Yeah, I mean, man, yeah. So, me used to sell him fiberglass, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, me used to be busy with him long time. But the number lost me, you know?
What's the name of the transmitter where you always tell about?
Flower Hill.
Flower Hill, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, cool now. But anyway, don't hang up. Left your number, you know.
Yes.
Alright, we have a next call. Morning, welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mr. Jerry.
Welcome, Morgan.
I'm Brethren from Upper Hillman, Woodstock.
No, you talk too fast. Brethren from up away?
What I'm saying to you is a Brethren from Brandon Hill.
Brandon Hill, what go on? Which one I know that again?
From Upper St. Andrew, man.
Yeah, man. What your first name again?
Patrick Woodstock.
Oh, yes.
I want to play a song to be dedicated to one girl.
Yeah,
I love you.
Come again?
I want to play a song to the lady man of the Oh, I Love You by Infobird.
By who?
Infobird.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
Yeah. Oh, I Love You.
Oh, yes.
Claudette Smith.
She named Claudette Smith?
Yeah, the girl in Claudette Smith.
The girl who do?
The girl me dedicated to name Claudette Smith from Papin.
Oh, that's your baby mother, say? I mean, today her birthday, or why you just love her today?
Yeah, man. No, not really. Me just send it dedicated to her.
It's not a special day, just every day.
Yeah, man. You have to have a special day.
How I Love You.
By Infobird.
You call her, tell her to listen to the program?
I beg your pardon?
You call her and tell her to listen to the program?
No, man, but she knows she listen to the morning time.
You talk too fast, what you say?
What I'm saying to you, I know that she listens to the program in the morning.
Oh. Humperdinck.
Yeah. Have a nice day, Mr.
Alright, cool, man.
I'm here listening.
Very well. Yes, the numbers again are 619-1508, 619-1508 and 279-8473, 279-8473. This Trump up jubilation. And the people of Jamaica don't feel no jubilation, you know. They are being told to be jubilant. And them one and some of them say, alright, if we play some music where I feel alright, me will go and let me jubilant. But the people of Jamaica don't feel no jubilant. By and large, the people of Jamaica don't feel no jubilation. Jubilation over what? Some events and some people make them feel jubilation from time to time. Not the political community of Jamaica, the JLP and the PNP. Good morning, welcome to the program.
Morning, brother Jerry or Franco, you know?
Oh, go on.
Yes, up, my brother. Jerry, me have this wrong, you know? But
yeah.
It seems like, to me, in my opinion, you have to tell me if I'm right or wrong. It seems like the police were in charge for the girl, you know?
Yeah.
The escape charge, then give me no Jerry, because you can't charge somebody for murder and you know find the body.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can, but usually is when them have conclusive evidence, where them have so much things around that it can be demonstrated that a person alive again. But as you said, the way them do it, and that whole day, 2-day conference with them and the DPP have, true we know them behave. We suspect that the long, careful conference was to plan out a way how to satisfy the public first that you're concerned, and then gradually you just tone it down, and then them let go. And we know that them do that all the while. And you're quite right that the way how them do it and the careful planning and plotting what them a do, we know that is most likely
Yes.
escape clause.
Yes, man, we suspect that, Jeremy. I tell you, my brother, we suspect it.
But you know that the young people here say demonstrate there, both our missingness and the police and the government not acting. You know that them young people not going to rest.
That's cool now.
It's a long-term demonstration and a movement them start. And the government themselves is going to cause the people, it's causing the people of Jamaica to be gearing up for a long haul. The people of Jamaica take a while to wake up, you know.
Yeah.
But when they take a while to wake up now, them going to be more conditioned for a long haul. You see how Jamaica dominates sprinting for the longest while in the world?
Yes, man.
Gradually the athlete them is spreading out to different events.
Yeah,
jumping and weights and obstacle and all them things there. Prepare for different kind of fight more than just runway. And eventually it's a long distance training. The politician them call the Jamaican people for going a long distance training now, not no more sprinting.
I'm proud of them people, the Jerry. I'm proud of them because I tell you, to my experience, to people with me deal with them ear and so why.
Yeah.
But much idiots, too much idiots. But give thanks to them people, then make me feel good. Anyway, bless up.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, the numbers are okay. Next call. Good morning, welcome. Good morning and welcome to the program. Welcome. Are you hearing me?
Dunkirk.
Welcome.
Yeah, man. Morning, Jerry.
Go on.
Yeah, after seeing that happy show boating, over the independent, we can't get too frustrated now, you know?
Yes.
Because when we look on it, the police force need to be fixed. Other thing in the country, the education system, it needs to be fixed. And the whole Jamaica pan a term need to be fixed.
Yes.
Couple years ago, I do a little thesis. Can you define to the public what is a thesis?
Well, a thesis is a topic which someone intend to address, and when them finish address the topic and research all of the knowledge, new knowledge, especially new knowledge about the topic that make the topic become even more better understood. And when the person define what them going go, what is the era where them going go probe to get the new knowledge, when them probe and bring that new knowledge, and that new knowledge is tested and found to be bringing new understanding, that give your qualification, say you is really now a higher qualified person than the average person.
Yes, sir. You know, so he's a teacher 100%, and the thesis that I done, I sent it to the cleaner company 2 years, and the topic was the silver bullet for a crime-free Jamaica.
Yes.
Silver bullet for a crime-free Jamaica. And it starts with the police force.
Yeah.
And you want to go on the first part of it, sir.
Yes, man.
Yeah, and I was saying, firstly, no police, I mean the foot, where you call the foot soldier in the police.
Yes,
force.
man, the lower ranks.
The lower rank.
The rank and file, them call them.
Cell phone.
Hold on. The rank and file. What is about cell phone?
Yeah, none of them must have a cell phone when them come on duty.
Why?
Because to say as them come on duty, the force must equip. That the force can give them a phone, either a two-way phone, where anything them speak, it is being listened to by the top rank. So as you reach to work, you have to hand in your cell phone, and then them give you another one.
Yeah.
So here it is now. When the commandant have sent them like raid, no one must know where them going. None of the police go on the raid must know where them going.
Yeah.
Until the superintendent disclose that.
Mm-hmm.
What you say about that?
Those things can be examined and them can be modified and them can work if you think out other things and take other precautions.
So here it go now, no. You see, and the soup tell them say, yo, we are bus a raid a jungle or Rima. No one can call them friend and say, boss, so now go put up them strap there, you know.
All right, yes, we get the point because you're supposed to have some other points, so we need to spend some of the time on the other point. Then. And then now after that, we can assess the thesis. What are the other measures that you put in the thesis?
And the justice of the peace.
Yeah.
We can put the justice of the peace inside of that community and give him the authority, just like how in Cowboy Show where them install a sheriff.
A marshal.
Yeah, a marshal, then the JP.
Yeah, them swearing a marshal.
Any problem at all within the community, it should go straight to the JP. No care how bad the man is, the community will sit behind the JP. No care if the man bad like Tony Brown or George Flash, the community sit behind him.
Behind the JP?
Yeah, man.
Hold on. Sit behind the JP so that what?
So we can put out the laws of the community.
All right, hear this now. Yeah, maybe you're going to make some change, but I'm going to tell you this before you decide on the change you're going to make. Maybe you make an additional change. Some special JPs was picked out on a list to visit jail and prison. You know that?
Yeah.
And they must visit jail and prison and say everything will go all right in a jail and prison. Both in the interest of the prisoner and the interest of the people who work in the jail. They must say everything will run all right in there. Right? You didn't know that?
Yeah.
All right, recently now. All right, hold on. Don't tell me,
yeah.
don't bother tell me no more. All right, recently now, a man was suspected of killing 4 children and their mother, him relative them. And he was taken from a jail nearby where them find him to a jail far away so that like him would have safe from so-called jungle justice in that area. And then what we hear say, a telephone leak of video where the telephone was used to make. We hear some 4 JP going to the jail with the man there. We go visit him. You hear me?
Yeah.
Them going to the jail for visit with the man there where suspected of this terrible murder of 5 people in our family. And them going to go talk to him. And them ask him if he mind being videoed. And them say him no mind being videoed. And them go ask him some question and them talk to him. And then them say the JP will lead the mission in there, one woman. One of the JP a doctor for examine the man to see if him get no beaten. And the other JP they'll pay attention to different things and she'll lead it and she'll video it. And she send that video now to some other people, must say Indicom. You know Indicom?
Yeah.
What the purpose of Indicom?
The purpose of Indicom is to investigate the police force in certain shooting and certain action.
Alright, to investigate police bad behavior that is reported.
Yeah.
And to determine whether it is really true, and then to make sure charges pressed against such police. So she now, so she sent it. She asked one of the Indicom man which one of the Indicom phone to send it to, and him give her a number, and she sent it to the Indicom phone. And look more the video where she sent to the Indicom phone. Reach out to the public and the whole of the public see the video and see everything will go on in the jail, which not supposed to be out in the public. And she said when she check with the Indicom, when she check with the telephone company make them know say that the phone no belong to Indicom again. Indicom stop use a number, somebody out the road have the number. So that leak gone out to the public, right?
Yeah.
So now why you believe those JP did go visit that suspected mass murderer? Why them did go visit him?
Jerry, in everything, you know.
Don't tell me about everything. I don't want to hear about everything. We're not going around the world. We're not going to waste some time. We're dealing with one thing, one topic. One topic, may I deal with. One topic. Why you think, if you don't have no opinion why them they go visit the man, I will tell you why them go. Why you think them go visit? Hold on, please. Hold on, please. If you do not allow me to talk when I talk, and if I don't allow you to talk when you talk, this conversation not going to serve no purpose. I am asking you just whether you think, what reason you think those 4 JP go visit that man.
State lynching.
State lynching.
Because them save him from jungle justice and then put him behind bars. First of all, that gentleman should not go to a
I never asked if him should go. I never asked if he should go. I ask you.
Go to upper camp.
I never asked if him should go. I ask you why the JP visit that man. You say state lynching, that's a good beginning. Explain how you mean state lynching.
State lynching, you know, is when you make you start the process of justice, and it not really melt down in the courthouse yet. You find the person guilty and him not go in front of a jury as yet.
All right, no. Well, I'm going to tell you why them visit him. Him make a complaint. When him go court, the first time him go court and I'm going to ask him whether him guilty or not, including in saying yes, him guilty. Him also say the confession where the police get, them get it as a result of beating him in him back. In other words, that confession of a stand up and to be believed because hold on please. If two of you talk one time, the conversation going to come to an end. He said that the confession them give the police is after them beat him in him back. Therefore, that confession not supposed to stand up in a court. It's force him to say him do it. And these JP now went to interview him in the jail. And they took a statement him in the jail saying him never get no beaten. And therefore they are defending the police. They went there to get evidence to defend the police that them never beat the man and also to make that confession stand up. So they might interfere in the case. You understand that?
Yeah.
Them go for interfere in the case and it release out to the public and we find out that they might interfere in the case. All right. So therefore you realize that when you're saying that the JP them must be got involved with this new information you have, you will be able to probably redesign that one of the clause, not true?
Yeah, but redesign it, but there are always some form of ulterior motive, more time.
That is why I told you about the recent trip of the JPs and the leaking of the video and what the video was about. That's why I tell you that, because you have to take in that it would be suited to take in that understanding of what JP can do, so that if you're going to use JP in an extra way, you know how to counteract it or make compensation measure. All right, I'm going to tell you the next thing now. That JP there is a very well-known lady. Her name is Clooney. And she, I believe, was married to a top-ranking police officer one time. With, I don't know if them still married. But she's a senior JP, because the wife of a top-ranking police officer, she even more trustworthy in the mind of the government. So this lady should be a JP. And she have a strong reputation in other things too. But she, very influential and can manipulate and lead people and convince people all different kind of things. So these are the kind of people where they make JP. And it's the politician them appoint JP. So most time when JLP in power, which set of people get the most appointments as JP?
Mostly people have unquestionable
character. Unquestionable character.
Yeah, man.
All right. So when the JLP in power, them usually appoint people to be JP that you can't question them character, because them characters are great.
Well, we know say the two party have them motive.
When the JLP in power, what kind of person usually get appointed as JP? The most of the people who get appointed as JP. What kind of person?
Mostly party affiliates are members.
Yes, in each parish, in each town, in each district. And when the PNP in authority, what kind of people usually get appointed as JP?
Same thing.
Couldn't be JLP. Couldn't be the same JLP people get appointed.
No, same process, man. We go PNP in power. Them put PNP people as JP.
Mostly, and Custos. So therefore, knowing that now, you know the tradition, and you know who most of the JP in Jamaica, who them serve. So all these things you need to know and bring into consideration when you want to bring the JP more into the justice process. And they also try cases, and you know that.
Yeah, man.
The JP try case in a petty session, lower, less severe crime and misdemeanor and offense, right?
Yeah.
I want to tell you one last thing. The police force of Jamaica is 100 years older than the so-called independence of Jamaica. You know that?
Yeah, man.
So the police force been around 100 years before them independence. So you can imagine.
Yeah, man. It was the force was built to protect the rich and the owners of estate.
Yes, and that is what it's still protecting.
Yeah, man.
Even if it's gangster who own rich estate, they will protect the gangster more than the public.
Yeah.
All right, call and tell me more about your thesis next time, you know.
All right then, Jerry. Good.
Thank you very much, yes, sir. Have any more? Morning, welcome.
Yeah, Bongo.
Go on.
We had you a long time in here, boy.
True. Taliban that.
Yeah, man. Bongo, me top ride the donkey, you know. A camel Taliban ride, you know. Me party donkey, you know.
Camel ride, eh?
Yeah,
park donkey.
Yeah, me say orange song and some jackass down a pudding shop.
Jackass down away?
Me say orange song and some jackass down a pudding shop, down a lady there, down a pudding lady there.
Him have some jackass down there, what you mean?
Orange song has some jackass down there, I give pudding lady trouble.
Oh, yes, me hear about it.
Yes. So me dey on the camel here now. And me no want them get a kick out of one of them camel foot here, you know.
Oh.
The camel kick hot and donkey.
So some police harassing the pudding shop lady.
Yes.
How you find out? How you find out?
I'm find out through program.
Oh. Yes, man.
Last week, but you know, some phone broke down here right now. You know, you're not for me for when.
And imagine police are extort people. But that a go on long time.
Yes.
Police are extort people long time, and the government know. All of the police know.
Yeah, man. So me there upon it, camel.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, I. Have a next call? All right, we have some music. But also, I don't even check in on the live chat yet. Good morning and welcome.
Yes, my general, morning.
Wagwan.
Yeah, I did it.
Fine, thank you.
I want to share a little thing today. You know? I mean, I try to share a little thing with the people. Them, yeah. As usual, you can come in and make you know.
Yeah, man.
Phone on the thing, you know.
Yeah, man.
All right. I want to share 2 African words where.
African words?
Where our forefathers taught us here in Jamaica. My great grandparents who came over from West Africa, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are Africans here. So, before I share 2 words, you see anybody where here come up in a Jamaica or come tell you about we are not Africans.
Yeah.
They are psychopathic or them schizophrenic or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are Africans. We come from all over Africa, but mostly West, you know? The people in the West there.
Yes.
All right. We have a word where we forefathers teach you down here we name Nyam.
Yes.
The word Nyam, it's an African word, it means to eat.
Yes.
Yeah, it come out of maybe the Fulani tribe, the Igbo tribe, or the Ashanti, you know? Yeah. And the next word what we use down here name Bickle, where we call food, like our grandfather, our grandmother would have said, shut your bickle mouth.
Yes.
So, you know?
What that one mean?
Eh?
What that one mean?
Bickle means food and Nyam means to eat.
Bickle come from where?
I think at the same when you search the internet, you know, really I go find a lot of these origin, but these will come from the Igbo tribe, you know.
No, you know how Bickle coming from Igbo?
Igbo, Ashanti, and Fulani tribe.
You did check it. Yeah, but there's a word in Igbo near to Bickle.
Yeah, I think I do a check for most of them one
No,
time.
but that one I want to know if you find a word in a them language near to Bickle.
Yeah, some words in them language.
Wait, name, like which one?
Maybe you see Bickle or something like that.
No,
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you about Nyam. And some other word like fufu, and poto. I agree about those words. But you say Bickle, I believe it come from an English word named victual. You know victual?
Victual, no, but victual would maybe be a different word from Bickle, right?
No, I am telling you that there's an English word named victual. So I ask if you know that word.
Victual?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
All right,
victual,
it's spelled. Look it up. You have a dictionary right there now?
No, I wrote me them, you know, really.
All right, write it down. But you have internet on your phone though.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right, that means you can go on the phone. Write down the spelling right now. You ready?
Victual?
No, you ready with the pen or the paper?
Yeah, man.
VIC TUAL.
Yes.
All right, check out that for me. You have any more calls?
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm going to take a call. Don't hang up. I'm going to take a call and come back to you. Good morning. Welcome. Morning. Welcome to the program. Are you there? Welcome. Are you here? Listen to me, please. Are you there? On the next call? Not here in the next phone.
Yeah.
You are there? Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah.
All right. You find Victual?
No, me not.
No, that me ain't ready for me. You wait, man. Wait till you go look up Victual. Or you want to hang up and look it up? You want to hang up and look it up?
Yeah, me.
All right. Hang up and look it up. In the meantime, now, we're going to see if we have a call or a live chat. Let's get to the call. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Morning, ma'am.
Morning, Mr. Jerry.
Welcome. Who this again?
I want a lady, sir.
What's your name, ma'am?
I want old lady, sir. Me come from Spalding.
Spalding?
Yes.
Where you there? Which part of Spalding are there? Near Sanguinetti?
Eh?
You're there near Sanguinetti Highway? Walderston?
Yes, sir. Yeah, right.
Where you there?
Yeah,
Where your district name?
Me I beg you, I want door. Me I want lady, sir. Me I beg you, want door.
What your name, ma'am?
Eh?
What your name?
Pauline, sir.
Pauline. What your district name? What your district name?
Name Zinc Shop.
Zinc Shop near to where?
Eh?
Zinc Shop then near to where?
Near to Spalding.
Yeah, which other district near to the Zinc Shop?
I'm going to hit her.
No, you have other district. You must have other district near. You must have another district near. What other district near to the Zinc?
The nearest district to Spalding, named Zinc Shop.
I am asking you which other district near to Zinc Shop?
Which other?
Yeah.
Spalding.
No, Spalding is not a district. Spalding is a town. Tell me some other small district when near to...
Yes, Spalding a town.
No, listen to me. Don't tell me about Spalding. Tell me about a small district when near to Zinc Shop.
Spalding a town.
No, listen to me. Don't tell me about Spalding. Tell me about a... Are you radio? Yeah, listen to... Don't listen to your radio. May I talk to you? Where the next district?
When near to Spalding.
No, when near to Zinc Shop. Tell me a small district when near to Zinc Shop.
You name the business place.
No, listen to me. You hear me now?
Name Patmore.
Patmore. Oh, Patmore,
Yeah.
near where Patmore there?
Patmore there, same as Spalding, sir.
All right, so that means you're near to
Eh?
I know where them are. You're there near wire fence. No wire fence.
No man, I know wire fence.
No, you know. Me know where they do. Me know where they. Me know. All right, you have a call back. She want a door. She want to find a door for her. No, I don't know if you can find a door. Next call. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Sir Sumal.
Morning. Welcome.
Wagwan, man.
Fine, thank you. How is this?
I'm from man. Tony, man. Tony.
Tony, who from Peggy Barry.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. That should be know what you going with.
We're going with we are share information same way.
Okay. But you didn't get to line up with something yet.
No, I'm not travel as much. I need to go some places.
Okay.
Are you not line up your sister yet?
Yeah, man. Then I you can let me know when you got it back in your hand. You can let me know.
Anyway, you have a number for me. Why you phoning the program and talking about this on the program? Don't you have a number? Don't you have a?
All right.
Don't you have a number for me? Hold on. Don't you have a number for me?
The phone is malfunction, so I can't find a number.
Then you can't find a number. Oh. All right.
Yeah. All right. I'll make somebody go through you and me take a number.
All right, cool. We have any more calls? All right, let's see if we have any live chat there, because we have 7 more minutes before the 11 o'clock news. All right. Come. Look like most of the phone in Jamaica now behave. Yes, the numbers again. 619-1508. 619-1508. And 279-8473. 279-8473. I believe we reach on some live chat, you know. All right, come, let's go. Yeah, 619 again. All right, live chat. Ricardo Porsche said, big up our Jamaican athlete. No, true? Very true. Both at the World Junior Games Athletics and at the Birmingham Commonwealth Championship. And Ricardo Porsche also said, big up to Jamaican netballers. And also said, stay away from those people who try to disparage your ambition. Small minds will always do that, but great minds will give you a feeling that you can become great too. That is a thing where Mark Twain did say, one American writer did that. Shout out to all the listeners from across the world. Yeah, man. Damian Pollock say, morning, program is the best. Del Ryan say, greetings, Monday blessings, all things bright and beautiful. UK shout out. Yeah, man. I'm saying burnout entertainment, that's what they're all about. Poppy show. In other words, the public has recently been saying that the politicians don't really achieve nothing in Jamaica. It's most of the entertainers and the athletes. Rasnima says, as we approach August the 17th, that's Marcus Garve's birthday, let us remember, nature without a past history is like a tree without roots. Bevin Fairweather said, puppy show, puppet show. Poppycock, but nothing to keep after 60 years. Then I tell Basco say, welcome. Bevin Fairweather said, jump up like Lego beasts. Is all them need to get the people for the whip. Kevin Brown said, tremendous display of patience and commitment. You set the bar, very outstanding skill. Good interview on Friday. Friday interview, oh, you mean pan nationwide ways. Dan One say, good morning. Bamba Mill say, greetings, Bongo Jerry. Dan One say, big up Raw Cash. Upcoming artist out of Hatfield, Manchester, yeah. And Petronas Spike say, good morning. Give thanks to life. We have a piece of music, the name Ahab the Arab. You find it?
Oh, the last one.
Yeah, Ahab the Arab. Otherwise, we have some other piece of music like Master Griffith say, in times like these. Which you have? You have Ahab the Arab? All right, give me Master Griffith in times like these and look for Ahab for me because I want to play it before 11. Master Griffith say in times like these. Yes, good morning. Welcome to the program. Not there? Can I answer?
Hello?
Morning and welcome.
Yeah, man. When you call you, look what I tell boy word.
All right, you find a word?
Yeah, man.
Wait.
The word victual.
Victual, V-I-C, victual.
Yes, victual. The word derives via the Middle English and Anglo-French vitali from the late Latin Latin plural noun victuala, provision and untimely, by the way.
No. Hold on.
Meaning,
No, wait. You're just reading the words, but you're not. Are you understanding what you're reading?
How the word derives?
No, yes,
Meaning
yeah. Just tell me.
nourishment.
You understand what you're reading?
Yes.
All right. So you'll say it means provision, right? You read the word provision, right?
Yes.
What provision mean?
Provision come from the word to provide.
No, I don't answer where it come from. What in this sentence? What provision mean?
Provision meaning anything that you provide, maybe to eat.
No, yes, grown provision. All right, go and read. Go back to the word provision and start back from there.
Let me do that again. Provision and untimely by the way of victus, meaning nourishment or way of living. The Latin verb
But anyway, the word victual, wait a minute, hold on. The word victual in English, that was the Middle English, that in the Middle Ages. But in the modern ages, it means food or anything where nourish you, any kind of food that nourish you. Food, it means food. And in bickle mean what?
Bickle is an African.
No, I don't want to see if it's African word. That's a white mean.
Food.
Yes. I believe, and it's something I check out from my little youth, that the word bickle in Jamaica coming from the word victual. It's victuals because the English people, like the English cockney or some of them people, them not say victual, them say victuals. Because them target for victuals. And same like how them say victuals, which was all the white people in Jamaica would have said, boy, I want some victuals to carry on with me.
Yeah.
The African people.
Yeah, well, I believe my ancestors who came from West Africa, they never knew nothing about English and no village.
No, it's in Jamaica them learn. It's in Jamaica them hear the word victuals, you know. It's in the captivity them hear the word victuals, you know.
I don't think so.
All right, tell me the African word. Tell me the African word where you believe bickle come from.
Bickle? It's just.
No, tell me the African word. You're dodge. You know, tell me the African word where you think it come from.
No, bickle is the African word.
No. You have to tell me what is the African word where bickle come from. But now it's 11 o'clock. So when you later on you can call back and tell me which African word and which language you think bickle come from. All right, 11 o'clock. Straight, 11 o'clock.
A difference you can hear. A difference you can feel.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
Talking about transportation, transporting the past, the present, and the future generation. Whether taxi, private vehicle, or bike, your two bicycle wheel, them are a hike. Listen up quick, you coulda young or you old. Up on the bus, cause we are on the road.
Transport and Mining Minister Audley Shaw is imploring Jamaicans to utilize the nation's roadways more responsibly, as road fatality statistics trend closer to those of 2021. In 2021, some 484 persons died in traffic crashes, the highest number on record in 10 years. Recent data from the Road Safety Unit indicates that as of August 2, approximately 284 Jamaicans have been killed on the nation's roadways, the same number of persons who lost their lives over the same period in 2021. Addressing a public transport defensive driving seminar in Manchester recently, Minister Shaw said excessive speeding, failure to observe traffic lanes, inappropriate use of the road, and failure to use the necessary protective gears such as seatbelts and helmets are the common factors that account for road deaths.
The carnage on the road is increasing, and data available from the Road Safety Unit is shocking. Motorists and motorcyclists must take responsibility for their action and obey the rules and regulations that govern the use of our roads. I'm urging all Jamaicans to slow down on the roads. There's no need for excessive speed. Slow down and drive defensively.
Mr. Shaw also outlined that there has been a 200% increase in road fatalities among public passenger vehicle PPV drivers, moving from 1 in 2021 to 3 as at July 26.
This is unacceptable. Behind these statistics are grieving parents, children, siblings, colleagues, and friends. Their struggle is not only an emotional toll, but reduced families to poverty. We are told that a lot of the people that are dying are the caregivers at their home, and with their death comes sufferation at home.
Minister Shaw outlined that the recently tabled regulations for the Road Traffic Act 2018 and the Transport Authority Act will assist in reducing the spate of road accidents.
These regulations will see a completely revised mode of conduct on Jamaican roads and will hold road users more accountable for their actions. This goes in tandem with the Transport Authority regulations, which was tabled in Parliament recently. We have to get back the discipline in the traffic environment and save lives.
He added that once the regulations are accepted for full implementation, the improved ticketing system will ensure that delinquent drivers are punished.
There are some drivers in this country who have hundreds of tickets that they have gotten for inappropriate driving on the road. And the old act allowed them to just get the tickets and nothing happens. That's not going to continue. You get tickets, you're going to pay for it, but after a while you get too many tickets, your driver's license is going to be taken away from you because it means that you are a threat to the safety of people on our roads.
Remote detection of traffic offences using cameras and other electronic devices will also now be allowed under the new road traffic regulations. The legislation will also provide for the issuing of tickets for traffic offences via electronic means. Where traffic offences are detected remotely, the owner of the vehicle will receive the ticket.
Jamaica is on the cusp of ensuring that this technology is used to monitor our roads, just as in developed countries. We look forward to a speedy implementation.
The Transport Minister also encouraged motorists to employ defensive driving practices as they work to be more responsible road users.
Defensive driving is more than just following traffic rules and regulations. Being a safe driver is very critical for all. And while we can't control others on the road, being aware of our surroundings can reduce the chances of fatal traffic.
Minister of Transport and Mining Audley Shaw. And that's where we're going to let you off for Do Road this week. I am Jeremy Lee Nelson, and until next time, you could walk, take taxi, bus or truck. Stay safe and go on, go do road.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
A difference you can hear, a difference you can feel.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
One in. A hurricane we name. Are we rough? Whether we are man hurricane or woman hurricane. We want you to know that. We come here to mash up buildings, blow down things and just like flood out place. We no ram, we no respect no one. So no take no chance with we. Listen to Ad Prem and prepare. Hurricanes do happen, so be prepared. Yes, be prepared.
A message from the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management.
Best 100.5 FM brings you youth empowerment and resilience, a 30-minute program with Royton McLaren every Monday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. Your Monday nights will not be the same again. Managing stress, trauma? Let's talk on youth empowerment and resilience with Royton McLaren on Best 100.5 FM every Monday from 7:30 to 8 p.m.
Best 100 FM is the authentic voice of Jamaica, promoting your prosperity with better vibes and better music. Let us promote your goods and services for you. Advertise with us. For more information, call our office at 876-276-8935. That's 276-8935.
The Aeronautical School of the West Indies presents Squawk 876, a fun and informative program where you will learn about flying, aircraft systems, weather, maintenance, and much more. Tune in to Best 100 FM this and every Wednesday at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508, 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, straight up, Robin Jerry Small.
If you got to feel it, you got to be clean. You got to make it straight. You can't be lean. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So
come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So
come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
let the place look good, my brother.
Come along, my sister. Come along, brother. Come along.
Yes, good morning. Welcome back to the program, into the second hour of the program, And the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. All right, we'll go back to live chat. All them are press full. Say the Prime Minister's parade in the ground on Independence Day. We're not free Papi Show. We are not free Papi Show and ridiculing the Jamaican who voted for him, sitting on billions while the people suffer. Have a call? All right, let's get back to the telephone. Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, Bongo.
Yes, Wagwan.
Yeah, man, me there, man. Kimisha.
Yeah.
Me I send a condolence go to Kimisha. I'm sick. Me I'm sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, request a burning spear. Road is so foggy fog.
All right, you
can.
Right.
And forgot to tell you, say, we are remind them back again, say, is Hitler and Russia and Germany invade Poland and kill 10,000 Jews. So let them fight where them are fight. We're no business with them. Yeah.
All right.
Right, Bongo. Kimisha.
Yeah.
Road is so foggy for Kimisha. My head never swell, my heart never leave.
All right.
I never had no fear from within.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. Any more caller? All right, we'll get back to some live chat there. Patrick Owell say, now I see why civics is not being taught in schools, because if they had been taught this, 60 years of mockery of independence would not have been held. These politicians, PNP and JLP, are the same. Next one. Del Ryan Russell says, small, most human behavior is controlled. No, most human behavior is controlled by images. Images are a factor in how people look at themselves and what they use to reflect themselves. The control of images is a major factor in today's world. That's quite true. Yeah, image are making impression. And so it is that even in leadership and organization, the majority of people who would like to be leaders or would like to be considered as leaders or would like to launch organization or like to be successful in organization, most of them are concerned with images and influence, not really organizing and leadership, but image and influence and popularity and charisma, not really leadership. And once they are successful in getting the attention of people, and that attention is focused on them personality and them image, they frequently believe that that is effective leadership. But how far and where are they leading? Do those things lead people? Personality and charisma and image. How far does that lead? Leadership is providing guidance and example for how people can make progress themselves. The followers or how the attendees, those paying attention, can develop themselves by paying attention. And, have any more calls? All right, let's get back to the phone. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, Jerry, I'm here Ryan again,
Oh, go on.
May I send blessing and speedy recover for Kemisha,
I wonder if I wonder why we're having that feedback. Yes. Kemisha, best wishes for Kemisha. Yeah, man, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Speedy recover for Kemisha.
Yeah.
Hope she will soon get better,
Yeah, man.
Ryan,
Yes, Ryan from Flower Hill, right.
Yeah, man, bless up.
Very well.
Aye.
All right. Have any more? We'll go back to some live chat then. Al Cable and said Toronto in the building. And Patrick Howell said, good day, Jerry. Can the government change the organizational parliamentary chart by removing the Queen as head, followed by the DG, and place the Prime Minister at the head of the chart? If not, then it's a fake independence. Al Cable and said, Audley Shaw used $1 billion to build 1 kilometer of road in his constituency. You think we forget about that? We need to get those money back and prison them no matter how them old, how old they are. Please. Audley Shaw was the MP for Christiana on a huge project of a bypass probably a mile long or less than a mile, cost about $1 billion. Now, was he also the minister of the roadworks in that time? I'm trying to remember. Who was the minister of roadworks? Because I know him alone cook that if that get cooked, you know. Can somebody remind me who was the minister of roadworks in that time? Was it Shaw himself? Could have been him, but I need to be reminded. Jawian say bless up. Yeah, Rasta. Patrick also. Can the government change the laws of Jamaica without consultation with the Queen and Governor General? If no, then we are not independent. Now I see why these people are keeping the teacher of civics from schools. Patrick Hall continued, can the government replace the holder, the title, the word holder and land title, and change it from holder to owner, in other words, owner of land and not holder of land? Without Jamaica being independent, the JLP and PNP couldn't care less if civics is being taught in the schools. Sister D. Ruben said, Grand Rising Ross Bongo Jerry. Little tired today. I mean, I'm coming at the program a little bit late, but give thanks. So they are now. Bless up. Caribbean expert said the Grand Gala is to prop up the brother General, Babsy and the crew. Not celebrating the people of Jamaica and the progress made to date. I got that right. Sly Slick said Bongo. When Reverend Claudius Henry's son came to Jamaica to free his father, why was his father locked up? Okay. Coincidental, I don't know if Sly Slick was one of the people I saw yesterday or the evening before. Saturday evening or yesterday, Sunday morning. Because I did visit that place where the Claudius Henry and him supporters did build up an organization, the Peacemakers organization. And quite a few of us was having discussion about such great work being done so long ago, and most people in Jamaica, even Rasta, don't even know about such great work being done by one of the Rastafari organization. Well, as you ask, why did Claudius Henry come to Jamaica to free his father, and why his father was locked up? Well, his father was locked up for, I believe, sedition, like a charge of, undermining or preparing to overthrow the government, and his father was locked up 1959. And him reached here from about the same time, but him did visit here before, the son, Claudius Henry's son. Him used to visit before. From at least 1957, him visit here before. But the last time him come is after him father get imprisoned. And him come here now and start train some man. He might take over some of the leadership of the organization, but more an underground part of the organization. The part of the organization that were preparing people for a liberation struggle. They must preparing people because they have veteran out of the United States Marines, they have military training and they have military experience fighting war in Korea for America. So he came back here, and one of the intentions was to probably free him father, a possibility of freeing him father out of prison, but generally preparing people for a liberation struggle against Britain. Long before, well, quite a good while before Jamaica independence. That is one of the reasons why I'm come back here, and that is when I gave the other reason why my father was in prison, and therefore the son was planning, along with some other people who came from America with him, to train some people to probably free him father out of prison, but there were other things they were planning to do also. We have any more call here? Alright, we're going to get to the telephone, and we're going to start playing some more of the music, because I was playing these In Times Like These by Marsha Griffiths. Let's hear back from her. Marsha Griffiths, In Times Like These.
Treated the ground.
Yes, I'm going to read a few more live chat, and one of them have a especially interesting contribution. Bevin Fairweather said, in relationship to our brother of tracing some of the African survival words and derivation derived from, like, poto and picnic. On the other hand, I was contesting whether bickle come from an African word and was suggesting that it come from an English word. He could be right, but I was contesting it. And Bevin Fairweather coming with an interesting contribution in the same area of language and survival. Bevan Fairweather said, mickle and muckle are original Scottish, meaning our word. Original Scottish, meaning large amount, muckle. Every little make a muckle. Every mickle make a muckle was adopted from a saying, every little make a muckle. The Jamaican proverb, mickle and muckle, is an adopted meaning. Kean Brown say, Bongo Jerry, the London Horniman Museum will return looted Benin bronzes. That means some bronze carving and statues. 72 treasures, including art, stolen by the British in Nigeria. So as you hear more and more museums, white people museums around the world, start to return some of the things with them loot. But they mostly return some small things and return a few. They have no intention to return everything. But I know eventually some of them will be forced to return most things, if not everything. And the most thing with them will try hold on upon the most is a looted gold all around the world, looted from Africa. Loot. All the gold all around the world. None of it no pay for. None of it no pay for. Them bribe African and bribe other white people to take it out. None of it has been bought. A loot. All of the gold around the world is African loot. And have to be returned by the hook or the crook. Oh, Johnny Johnson say, George Fox Quakerism, Anglophone Britain, UK, Kenya, Burundi, Rwanda, Jamaican Friends Religion Society. Most Quakers globally are black and African, but a percentage of Anglophone, that means people come from England, control the sect, both land and economy. Yeah, man, the numbers again, 619-1508. Well, we're going to play Ahab the Arab. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Now, this is a music from 1962. It's a kind of folk music, kind of country people music, but it's an American singer that sing about some Middle Eastern story, and kind of make some fun out of it. Arab man named Ahab is a story make out about an Arab named Ahab. Remember all Ahab and the man from the Bible. Arab and the Jew and the Israelites and all them people are closely related. So you have Arab named Ahab, and you have Jew named Ahab. Too many of the names exist in many different cultures, many different religions. I'm going to hear the story about Ahab the Arab, and why I play it because this man did have a camel where I'm going to sing about. It's like how Taliban just phone me and tell us, a camel I'm deal with now. I'm now on jackass. I say Harris Chang that. I'm saying Harris Chang about the jackass. Of some jackass they farm food. But anyway, let me hear about Ahab the Arab. Ahab.
Let me tell you about Ahab, the Arab, the sheik of the burning sands. He had emeralds and rubies just a-dripping off of him, and a ring on every finger of his hand. He wore a big old turban wrapped around his head and a scimitar by his side. And every evening about midnight he'd jump on his camel named Clyde and ride silently through the night to the Sultan's tent, where he would secretly meet up with Fatima of the Seven Veils, the swingin'est #1 dancer in the Sultan's whole harem. Cause like him and her had a thing going, and they'd been carrying on for some time now behind the Sultan's back. And you could hear him talk to his camel as he rode out across the dunes. His voice would cut through the still night desert air, and he'd say, oh, yeah, 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 oh, yeah, 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 which is Aramaic for whoa, babies. And Clyde say, well, he brought his camel to a screeching halt in the rear of Fatima's tent. Jumped off Clyde, snuck around the corner, and into the tent he went. There he saw Fatima laying on a zebra skin rug with rings on her fingers and bells on her toes and a bone in her nose. Ho, ho. There she was, friends and neighbors, laying there in all her radiant beauty, eating on a raisin and a grape and an apricot and a pomegranate, a bowl of chitterlings, 2 bananas, 3 Hershey bars, and sipping on an ROC Coca-Cola, listening to her transistor, watching the Grand Ole Opry, and reading Mad Magazine while she sung "Does Your Chewing Gum Lose Its Flavor?" And Ahab walk up to her and he say, "Oh yeah, 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 which is Aramaic for let's twist again like we did last summer, babies." And she say, crazy, baby. All of a sudden the sun walked in. Ahab knew that this was the end. Him and Fatima was caught by surprise, and the Sultan had fire flashing out of his eyes. Well, the Sultan charged at Ahab, intending to make a dent in his head, but he fled.
Yes, we want to play the request from Taliban for Kemisha, named Foggy Road. I know quite a few people, especially since I think it's at least 3 people, calling and expressing empathy and sympathy for Kemisha in her difficulty. But yeah, we soon get Burning Spear, that request from Taliban for Kemisha. But the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508. We have Burning Spear. And 279-8473. 279-8473. Let's go with Burning Spear.
Foggy. The road is so foggy, foggy. My way is long, but the road is foggy, foggy. My way is long.
Morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yes, morning, Jerry.
Go on.
Not much, you know. When we ask you, because you remember some things, you know, I remember, but we can't remember everything.
Yeah.
There was a set in the 70s where them killed. There was a DJ, but he used to do black music. I don't remember him name. I remember the other 2 first where them killed. Flux and Big John.
Where?
In a Kingston.
All them kill each other one time?
Yeah, them kill each other one time after one set. I don't remember if I said the name Social something on it or we said, but the main man was a DJ, but him used to do some black songs.
You mean a Socialist Roots, yeah, Doc?
Could be, yeah.
You said name Socialist Roots. And we say him used to name what?
The DJ, I don't remember the DJ name, the one we used to do the song them, the black song them. I can't remember his name.
Oh. Time kill 3 of them one night?
Yeah, man, I think a police shoot them. Them say a police shoot the 3 of them.
I think I remember, you know, I can't remember the man, but I think I remember the incident there.
Me only remember the 2 operator was I think one in name Flux and Big John, something like that. But the DJ himself, me don't remember his name. He do a couple of hit songs. He used to do some
That in the 80s?
70s, man.
Oh, yeah?
70s.
I'm going to try to see if anybody else remember and have some suggestion.
That's why I'm calling to see if anybody remember it.
Yes.
You know, and there was this song where some other DJ do about ballet.
About what?
Ballet. Chinese shoes and what we used to wear go to school.
What the ballet?
Yeah.
I remember that music there.
Yeah, man, I remember about morning. But me hear your virgin the friend of Taliban attack this morning say Russia and Germany go kill some people out.
So Russia and Germany invade Poland. Them did make agreement to sacrifice Poland before the World War started, Second World War.
Oh.
You know? Yeah, but what is it about them three DJ make you remember them?
No, apparently we didn't want to, we can't get through. Me just remember, no, it was a state of killing.
It was a what?
What police do, state of killing.
Yes, a set of killing what police do, yeah.
And those people, I think they were all political connected.
Yeah, but in the 70s now, them would align with the ruling party at the time, PNP.
And the killing this brother with JVC, man.
This brother what? You talk about Free Eye.
Errol Thompson.
Oh, yeah, killing Errol Thompson by police. Police threw him out of a car, out of Boulevard Way.
Yeah.
Claims that them was looking for suspect in the killing of Johnny Smith, Johnny Smith in him. A girl going to hold a child taking shortcut through the bush, coming down the below Long Lane. Every morning she walks safely to school. And then one morning she disappear. People start put out rumor say is a certain young politician kidnap her and rape her. People push out rumor say a shorty rape her. All E.T., the DJ, popular radio DJ, him under suspicion and police hold him in a question him, I believe. And it is said that there's some police who are try bully him, throw him out of a car still moving and him open the door and throw him out and him dash him out on the road somewhere out of Boulevard there and him dead. E.T., not true?
Yeah, man. Errol Thompson.
Yeah, he was a hot DJ of those times like how Barry G was.
Yeah, man, that was the man only he did promote Bob Marley song them the days. Only him used to play mostly black music back then. Errol Thompson.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so if you remember any more clue about this killing of some DJ, what about killing going around music and dance at them time there? In a lot of years, you have a series of like all around the Bogle. Bogle himself supposed to kill man and then afterward him get killed. Bogle, the dancer.
When me hear was political motivated was the killing of the Black Roses guy there.
Willie Haggard.
Yeah, man, me hear saying him saying now shake certain politician hand and him disrespect the politician and rumor.
Which politician?
I don't call a name now.
No, we don't talk say politician kill him. I ask you which politician I'm saying now shake. That's not a crime.
In dead, man, I know.
I say which politician on the same now shake?
Siaga.
Eh.
Yeah, that me here.
But anyway, 3 ministers run out of the 3 minister MP run out of the parliament when them hear them get shot. Run out and go up on the scene, you remember?
Yeah, man, me here. Yeah.
Which 3 that? Turn off your radio, man. You know, saying you're supposed to make no radio play me queer, man.
Turn on the radio.
Yeah, when the news flash, 3 PNP minister run out of the parliamentary session and drive, go straight to the scene of the killing. Which 3 minister that?
I want me Carmen down. Omar Davis.
Omar Davis, who is the MP for the area.
Yeah.
Concrete Jungle.
Uh-huh.
Carl Blythe, the Minister of Housing at the time, I believe. And Peter Phillips. 3 of them run out there, because Peter Phillips is MP nearby there. And Carl Blythe, as Minister of Housing, him have a mix a lot with them kind of people, because they have all contract with Minister of Housing and Minister of Water. I think it was Minister of Water.
Yeah.
And Carl Blythe benefit from them support, because one time, some water commission strike, you know. And Carl Blythe go over water commission now if he broke up the strike. And the worker them lock the gate and lock him in there. And him just get calm, you know, and just make 2 phone calls, including phone call to Willie Haggard. And little more is dozens of Willie I got, man, drive on the scene, you know, run a water commission now, where you know, say, I worry is that now, because them broke down the whole place and come rescue Carl Blight. So that's the kind of relationship between the gangster them and the politician that has taken place for the entire 62 years with them while we have jubilation about. They're a disgrace. The two sides of them is a damn blasted disgrace. Are you there?
Yeah, man, me here, man. Me know that.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, sir. When you remember some more thing, you call me.
All right.
Let's get back to Burning Spear, because the road's so far. We have more call. Good morning, welcome. Morning, welcome to the program. Good morning, welcome. Are you there? Are you there? Not there. Burning Spear.
Foggy. The road is so foggy. My way is long, but the road is foggy. My way is long, so long, but the road is foggy. My head never swell, my heart never.
Yeah, man, I forget to heal some people there. Because first in a little while, I spend a couple of days out of the hot town, yeah. And I heal my family with a good while. I don't go look for them. Miss the young family there, up on the top of Spur Tree there. Young family, Miss Young. And her husband and her son who was there. Other children live in other places, but one of her sons still live there. Miss Young, one of our good correspondents out there and supporter of the program, Miss Young. We call the program sometime, and our husband and our son who live at home. And passing through Clarendon, for some reason with some of the younger people, especially out of the Peacemakers, Claudius and him wife foundation with them set up so long ago. Around have some very interesting conversation with some young man, including Shane and Gary Taylor and Omar and Delroy Millwood. I think a Shane named Delroy will Millwood, you know. But anyway. And the artist. Now Delroy is the one who is the artist who paints some magnificent portrait of some animals and have Haile Selassie and the rare scenes. Magnificent artist. I think I'm going to Edna Manley School of Art or probably finish there. And also Ross Fenton, the mechanic, very wise and thoughtful brother, Ross Fenton, the mechanic. Yeah, man. Very good when you can interact with them young people. And what about a young lady, including Miss the young lady name again, man. She's a strong part of the Peacemakers Foundation. And also Miss B, who is the matriarch there, carrying on the organization. Yeah, man. So let's get back to Burning Spear. This one dedicated to the welfare of Kemisha. Burning Spear.
My way is long, so long, but the road is foggy. My head never swell, my heart never live, I never have no fear from within. My head never swell, my heart never live, I never have no fear from within. No, the road is so foggy, yeah. Can hardly see. Jaja is my eyesight. Be with I, Jaja.
Yes, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning. I have been a fan from since I discovered you. I am the guy from Dominican. I've been listening to all of the shows, and I'm very impressed with the level of dialogue that you are having and the sensitizing your brothers and sisters in Jamaica. And, you know, Jamaica has contributed so much towards my upbringing. Because when I was a child, I'm just can remember when the reggae music started to hit all over the world. I was inspired by guys like Bob, Peter, Bonnie, Jacob, and just to name them, Burning Spear, you know, Culture, Chalice, you know, Kid Osai, you know, I know so many of them. I saw a lot of them performed in Guadeloupe as well. But I can say Jamaica really contributed towards sensitizing the black world, and not only the Caribbean, but internationally. Even the people who were not of our camp, they were also sensitized because there are some of them who were underprivileged as well. So I just want to ask one question before I leave. I do not want to stay too long. My brother, I have a maximum of love for Jamaica and a maximum of respect for Jamaica, because I know what Jamaica has done for sensitizing people of my generation in terms of giving us the urge to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. And guys like Gavi are telling you about without knowing, do not know in your culture is like a tree without roots. You know, and I just wanted to ask the question, when I look at the former prime ministers in the days of all of these hot political crime that used to take place in the 70s and probably before that, I can see these two main leaders were Siaga and Manley, and they were all of either Arabic descendant or European descendant. And the majority people in Jamaica are African, originated from Africa. I would like to know why these two elements, without no racism, because Bob Marley was mixed, but what I'm saying is why these two elements were so influential and to getting that political support from the camp, from the Jamaican people, and where they would kill each other for these two people who are not really out of the same camp like themselves, or who may not have the same social upbringing like themselves. This is the question I'd like you to answer me if it's possible. Thanks a lot, brother.
Yeah, man, you are in Dominica now? Are you in Dominica now? Sorry, I'm hung up. Problem. Don't really want to converse. Well, the thing is that the British and most of these colonial controllers usually are more favorable to people in the society that they want to control, favorable to people who are favorable to them and connected with them. So they're usually glad to have people who are connected and even related to them, who are moving among the people, and they prefer to have such people in prominence, so they will assist them. Now, the fact is that in Jamaica, both the Arab descendants who are more recent and the European descendants who are here longer, you had people who used to, although they are educated, they mix with the mass of the people more and have a good relationship with the mass of the people. Like Siaga was very well educated, but him do a lot of work amongst the lower income people, and people were comfortable with him. Michael Manley of a largely European heritage, but still having some African heritage, a minority of African heritage, also was a person who mixed with lower income people because he was a trade union leader. So when people see you interacting at their level, even though you are of a privileged heritage and a very different complexion and color and looks from them, they will feel very even flattered to be moving with people like that. Just like how so many people in Jamaica, maybe 25% of the people in Jamaica, black skin people, they take measures to lighten them skin color. Some of them drastically lighten them skin color till they become red and even white. Red, dark, black people becoming red and even white. That if you didn't know them before, you wouldn't believe that it's the same person. And others lighten them skin color, not so much that you can still recognize them. But at least a quarter of the people in Jamaica, I believe, make some steps to lighten them skin color, change up even the color of them eyes, and certainly change up them hair to make them hair not looking so African and looking more like European or Asiatic. If so many people, as much as quarter of the people in Jamaica, are prepared to change up them features because them don't like to be black, you will understand that they will also easily support people who are light skinned and people who are of other races, European and Asiatic, if those people go into politics. So it is not surprising that when people who look like they are privileged go into politics, them get a lot of support from the blacker people who are so happy to be associated with them. It would be good if that brother would have called back, because interacting in conversation, I think we will have better judgment about what part of the topic to spend time on. But let's get back to the telephone. Good morning and welcome. Morning, welcome to the program.
Morning, Jerry.
Welcome.
Yeah, man. The DJ that they were talking about.
Yeah.
General Echo.
Oh yes.
Yeah, General Echo. Yeah. Otherwise known as the name of the sound system was Echo Tone.
General Echo, yeah, he was killed along with somebody else, no?
Yeah, he was killed along with Flux and Big John.
Big John, okay.
Flux, I think, was the owner. Big John was the selector of the sound.
What is the sound name again?
Echo Tone Disco.
So although General Echo was a DJ, is not him the one the set?
No, this was owned by Flux. Big John, one out of the two.
And where they was killed again?
They were killed somewhere in East. The sound was from East Kingston, Rockport.
Yes, I remember. They were killed on the road, or they were killed at a venue or at a location?
They were killed on the road. I think they were coming from a dance.
Yes, I remember some of them. A lot of those killings was usually when people were en route in car or just.
General Echo was a very popular DJ.
Yes.
Yeah, he have quite a number of hit songs.
Yeah. Name some of them.
Yeah. Arlene, I must dream your dream.
Oh, I am the Arlene, yes.
Yeah.
A matter of fact, I know him first. I don't think it's him first. I think him get the lyrics from somebody else, you know. But name some more again.
Him recorded it and it was a hit song. It was a number one song.
Yes. I think probably Brigadier did involved it, but I'm not sure. Arlene and Wells again.
And him do another one about I don't quite remember. It was like a kung fu something. Something about some kung fu something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Great. I'm glad you're listening that you could have clarified some things.
Yeah, man. He has a number of songs, you know. I don't quite remember.
Yeah, man. In that carrier swing at that time, man.
Yeah, man. He was the most popular DJ in Kingston at that time.
Yeah.
But then he became slack and called himself Ranking Slackness.
Yes. I
and
remember
he did a lot of very slack songs.
Yes. Ranking Joe, Ranking Slackness.
Yeah. He was a very popular DJ, but he was killed and they said he was executed by the police.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
I remember
they said they found a gun in the car.
Oh yes, that was a frequent pretext to execution. Because the Prime Minister here recently been promoting that kind of action again.
Yes.
He made a statement that anyone found with an unlicensed firearm, I'm going to pass a law where anyone found an unlicensed firearm would be put in prison for life without any parole. But you know, when I'm talking, that is really spurring people to say possession of an unlicensed firearm warrant the most extreme consequences. And I wrote down to prison.
You know, when man like you hear that in a jury, you know that you have to be careful, you know, because that is
no, I know that is a
warning to you.
Yes, I know it's a political charge, and I know about political charges, you know. They are repressive governments always cook up political charges and laws which can get people out of the way, which they couldn't find any other way to get them out of the way. I mean, them can't just send people to murder you differently, you know. But when they want to use the police, or when they want to do it urgently, they frequently frame laws that when those laws are alleged to have been broken, people will believe it. Like how when we say we are willing to fight, because it is not unlikely that it will come to some physical confrontation when we insist that we will not bow under these kind of frauds, it is not unlikely that one day or someday or sometime it will come to some
But
point.
you know, Jerry, you need to take it seriously when some people tell you something that you need to put something in writing, like, you know, a book. And when you say you're working on it.
No, I put more on one book. I put more on that in writing already.
Yeah, man, you have to expedite it, man, so we can have it. Yeah. Because right now, and that's how them are planning to get you out in a Jerry, because you are the most popular person on radio.
No, I'm not the most popular person on radio, but I born and grow knowing what the odds are and prepare for cope with the odds. I born and grow that.
Yeah, I know you like nobody big you up, you know. And you understand me put you up on a pedestal, you know. You understand me? I say, but when I tell you, say, you are the most listened to person on morning radio right now. Right?
I wouldn't make that claim.
And they're out there. Remember, so the two of them gang up when them ready, you know.
Yeah, man, the two of them close ranks. They close ranks, just like how the Democrat and the Republican in America close ranks. Because them coming from the same rank. And in 1978, when they started to execute people who used to work for them with a gun, people who used to be favorable to them in music, them started to execute them. It's closed, the PNP and the JLP closed ranks. Matter of fact, it was in them circumstances that Dudley Thompson and Siaga became quite close after them was some murderous enemies before. When them see a new thing rising up that going to squash both of them, they close ranks frequently.
I remember when Mutty Perkins was around, you know, right? And you spoke to Mutty Perkins one day, and that was the only time Mutty Perkins asked his producer to give him extended time when you were talking that day, you know. He said need more time, and then extend the program till 2:30.
Yes, and Cathy Owen did have a program afterwards, and she offered to the producer, says she will delay her program half one, and then Perkins
Yes, and I never heard that happen on the radio before, and I was listening that day, right? And you were talking about Bob Marley, you're talking about the Trenchtown guys like Claude Massop and all those guys came together and decided to organize themselves against the politicians and
them decided to withdraw from the political army of the parties and to form themselves into a group which will now contest the authority of the politicians.
Exactly. And the parties close ranks against them and got rid of all of them.
Yes, and wipe out most of them. And some of them even have to send go far and go wipe them out.
Exactly. Bucky Marshall was killed in New York.
Yes.
Yeah. But I need you to expound on that story, you know, there.
Yeah, from time to time we have to come back to it, and especially when them determined to big up themselves like all of this golden jubilee, it is necessary to come back to these things. I remember I was on a program one night on CVM talking about the same political situation and crime and violence. And I was bringing up about how the two parties start to equip them people with firearms and promote the gunfight. And Mike Henry was on the panel, and when I referred to that, him say, I was the first politician shot in the political war in Jamaica. So as I was speaking, so I'm interrupting and said that. So I said to him, say, you were shot in Hugh Small's office. Him shut up, because him don't want to explain what were you doing in Hugh Small office. He had invaded Hugh Small office while Siaga was sitting on a car outside. Him come out with some bad man and invade Hugh Small office in Yorktown, Trelawney. Same here, some man in the a throw stone after Labour right and a fire shot after Labour right. And him Michael, quite an aggressive guy, come out and to prove to Siaga, because at that time they try to prove to one another how much them is, you know. Him get out of the car while Siaga and him was going into a motorcade, you know, because they were quite provocative, you know. In other words, if they hear that them can't go anywhere, or if them know that some people at a place who is them enemy, or who say that them can't come through, them will go there deliberately and confront them. Michael Manley also did stay so too. That's how the little youth them did get killed up in a South Central, but I don't remember the name. Top Hill. So in the same election campaign, Mike Henry and Siaga I do motorcade through Clarendon. And them here saying a youth small area. Some people have said a Labour can't come through there, so them deliberately go through there. And when them reach near the youth small office in Yorktown, them stop. And Siaga stay in the car and Mike Henry and some more bad man come out of the car and go in a youth small office yard. And then bore and go into the office itself. And when I mean the Mike Henry get shot in there. A matter of fact, in the yard, him come out and a demand from the person who rent youth small office actually live next door. I was part of youth small PNP group. And him a demand say the man a try out the fire from next door. And him a try to stop the fire from out. All kind of confrontation going on. And him get shot inside of the office, inside of the yard. So when him coming out and boasting like a martyr or like a hero, say he was the first one get shot. When me ask him how come you get shot in a youth small office, him never want to explain.
He can't talk.
No, I explain. But these are many of the things that happen that the politicians don't want these things to be known. Because they want to claim that they have done glorious things to Jamaica over the past 60 years. That's why there's a puppy show.
You need to expound on some of these things. The youth them coming who don't know anything about these things.
Yes, and one of the youth is Wholeness who been groomed. Who been groomed by them.
Yeah.
Wholeness has been groomed and brought up in the same tradition. That's why I'm trying to make Siaga a national hero. They have no shame. See, Babs Granger also is Siaga the production. She get order Jamaica commander yesterday. No?
Yeah, man.
But she was commander the one order in Spanish Town for a long time.
Yeah, man. You see, the people need to understand where them coming from and their background. You understand me? I remember say the gangster in a Spanish Town they shot in her car.
I know one time, I know one get shot in a fear vehicle. And I know one time she get, as she said the other day, it's more than one time fear car get shot up. Well, there's some reason. But she do explain why her car get shot up more than one time.
Yeah. Right. These things need to come out so people know exactly
no need for
what they are.
Hey, so we're reaching in midday though.
But yes, Jerry, I have to just keep up the good work, my brother. Remember, me tell you now.
Yeah, thanks for calling. Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
Respect, sir.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So, come on, down.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. You're simply the best.
Bess FM 100.5 on your dial. Keep listening.
Good day, I'm Anthony Morgan with JIS Midday News for Monday, August 8. Coming up, Windalco to be prosecuted for pollution of Rio Cobre, government committed to resolving local waste management issues, and Parliament passes Transport Authority Amendment Act. The news in detail after the break.
Don't make diseases spread. Wash your hands with soap and water instead. Wash them regular or use a hand sanitizer. Make sure the germs them dead. Touching your eyes or your mouth or your nose. Wash your hands before you do things like those. After you use the bathroom before preparing food, come on, wash your hand them clean. Cause it's so easy for germs multiply. You better wash your hands, it can save your own life. Wash your hand them clean, nobody spread no disease now. Hand washing is key.
A message from the Ministry of Health and PAHO.
Now the news. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the government will implement a water safety plan for the entire Rio Cobre system as part of efforts to protect the river and those who depend on it. His comments follow the recent pollution incident in the river, assessed to have been caused by the release of caustic soda from the effluent holding pond EHP at the Charlie Mount mud stacking and drying facility of Bauxite and Alumina Company Windalco. Mr. Holness says the situation is wholly unacceptable and is inconsistent with the standards Jamaica has set for environmental management and protection.
This administration, in our 60th year, is showing that we must be serious about protecting our environment. It is unfortunate that during our period of celebration, there was an incident that threatened the environment, our wood and water, and the livelihood of those who depend on the Rio Cobre River.
Mr. Holness speaking at a joint meeting of Parliament on Friday. According to Mr. Holness, the risk of further impact to the river is also heightened in light of the government's long-standing plan to extract more water from the Rio Cobre to supply Kingston and St. Andrew. In the meantime, the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, will today serve legal instruments to Bauxite and Alumina Company Windalco as it moves to prosecute the company for the recent pollution and fish kill in the Rio Cobre River in St. Catherine. On Friday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness disclosed the intentions of NEPA to serve a notice of intention to suspend the environmental permits and licenses of Windalco and bring legal action against the company for breaches of the Wildlife Protection Act and the Natural Resources Conservation Act. The implications of the legal action were explained by NEPA CEO Peter Knight at a press conference Friday afternoon.
The serving of the notice of intention to suspend is going to have a significant impact on the operations of the facility. We are not only dealing with the volumes of trade effluent that is being held in the effluent holding ponds, but we are also dealing with the completion of the effluent holding pond, the environmental performance bond, and the environmental permits that allows the company to undertake mining operations.
Mr. Holness also disclosed that amendments to increase fines and penalties for environmental breaches will come to Parliament in the coming months. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the government is committed to resolving the issues surrounding the collection and management of waste. He says government has undertaken a comprehensive review of the public sanitation, garbage collection and waste disposal system.
We now have a plan which will see greater private sector participation in waste collection, the introduction of waste to energy conversion, the commissioning of new and properly built disposal sites, and the decommissioning of various dumps, including Rivertons. By September, I will be having discussions with the Member of Parliament for Western St. Andrew to fully brief him on the plans and to secure his support for the plans.
Mr. Holness was addressing Friday's joint sitting of the Houses of Parliament in celebration of Jamaica 60. And Parliament has passed the Transport Authority Amendment Act, paving the way for a more orderly public transport sector. The Senate on July 29 passed the act with 11 amendments, requiring that it be sent back to the lower house for approval.
I'd just like to thank the Senate for the amendments that were made, giving more fine-tuning and greater clarity to some specific issues. I'm really appreciative of the detailed work of the Senate. We can all agree that this bill is a crucial one for the regulation and monitoring of public passenger transport throughout the island. It is critical to the government's agenda of establishing and maintaining order and discipline in the transport sector.
Minister of Transport and Mining Audley Shaw speaking in the lower house on August 5. That was JIS News. I'm Anthony Morgan.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
A difference you can hear.
Bess FM. Keep listening.
Hello, I'm David Harper with the BBC News. Crucial food and fuel supplies have been arriving in Gaza again after Israel agreed a ceasefire with Palestinian militants and reopened border crossings. This has allowed the only power station in Gaza, which relies almost entirely on goods brought in from Israel, to be switched back on. Israel's ambassador in London, Tzipi Chotovely, said her country had been left with no choice but to take action against Islamic Jihad.
Most Israelis were in bomb shelters. Over 1,000 rockets were fired on Israeli citizens. And some of my friends in Tel Aviv and all around Tel Aviv had to stay in bomb shelters. And this is the atmosphere that created the urge to act. And Israel is never targeting civilians. Israel is always targeting military targets.
3 days of violence killed at least 44 Palestinians, including 15 children, before Egypt brokered a truce. A new report suggests Russia is struggling to replenish its stocks of weapons because of its reliance on high-tech components made in the West. Defence researchers from the Royal United Services Institute in Britain say the invasion of Ukraine has exhausted Russia's supplies. They argue that tightening export controls would leave Russia permanently short of key components and the ability to wage war. Jack Watling is one of the authors of the report.
In a lot of these weapon systems, there are critical components that are manufactured in the US, usually, but also in Switzerland, the Netherlands, the UK, Germany, France. If those components can be denied, then the Russians will not be able to replenish the arsenals of equipment that they have expended in Ukraine.
The head of Ukraine's nuclear power company has accused Russian soldiers of turning the Zaporizhia plant into a military base and using it to launch attacks against Ukrainian positions. Petro Kotin told the BBC that 500 Russian soldiers were at the nuclear complex, along with Ukrainian technical staff, and that Russia had positioned rocket launchers in the area. But the Kremlin spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, has insisted that Ukraine attacked the site over the weekend.
Shelling of the nuclear station by Ukrainian armed forces is a potentially very dangerous activity, which can lead, if escalated, to catastrophic consequences for a huge area, including Europe. We expect the countries that have absolute influence on the Ukrainian leadership to use this influence in order to rule out the continuation of such shelling.
The American Secretary of State Antony Blinken has insisted that the United States wants a true partnership with the countries of sub-Saharan Africa. In a speech in South Africa, he denied seeing the region as part of a contest between great powers. Mr. Blinken alluded to Chinese and Russian influence, saying African countries should have choices without pressure or coercion. You're listening to the latest world news from the BBC. Kenya's Electoral Commission says voting for governors and MPs will not go ahead on Tuesday in 4 parts of the country because of a mix-up in the printing of ballot papers. Polls suggest the presidential election, which is not affected by the problem, is likely to be a close race between the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga and the Vice President William Ruto. One of the 3 white men who murdered a black jogger in the United States in 2020 has been sentenced to life in prison for federal hate crimes. It's the second life sentence handed down to Travis McMichael. The first was for shooting dead Ahmaud Arbery, who was jogging in a mostly white neighbourhood in Georgia. The case highlighted racism and gun violence. The Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis has appeared on national television to say it was a mistake for the intelligence service to monitor an opposition leader's phone. He apologised to Nikos Androulakis last week as the case developed into a political crisis. But in his latest speech, Mr Mitsotakis said he only found out about the wiretapping a few days ago, although he added it had complied with the law. The BBC has announced the end of a decades-old British sporting tradition. It's scrapping the classified football results at 5 p.m. on Saturday evenings on BBC Radio in the UK. Rebecca Jones has the story.
It's the sound of Saturday tea time. The theme tune for Sports Report, heralding the arrival of the classified football results, first read by John Webster. James Alexander Gordon became the voice of the scores in 1974.
League Division 1, Arsenal 2, Bolton Wanderers 0.
With Charlotte Green taking over in 2013. Now, though, the tradition is being dropped. The BBC said that Sports Report had been shortened to accommodate live coverage of the 5:30 Premier League game, but fans could still get the results on the BBC Sports website.
Rebecca Jones reporting. And that's the latest BBC News.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi Singh.
A federal judge is handing down sentences today for the 3 men convicted of murdering Ahmaud Arbery after they saw the young black man running through a residential neighborhood in Georgia and chased him down in their pickup trucks in early 2020. Travis McMichael was the one who fatally shot Arbery. Today, he was sentenced to life in prison on federal hate crimes and kidnapping charges. His father, Greg McMichael, a former police officer and investigator, will learn his punishment in about an hour. Their former neighbor, William Roddy Bryan, will be sentenced later this afternoon. In eastern Kentucky, local media report law enforcement and residents are paying tribute to a high school football player who fell ill while helping with flood recovery and died a few days ago. The Lexington Herald-Leader reports a police escort was expected to accompany Aaron Crawford's remains from Lexington, where he'd been hospitalized, into Perry County. The young man's death is the latest in a series linked to flood disasters that claimed at least 37 lives. President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are surveying the damage in eastern Kentucky this afternoon and meeting with families directly affected. Here's NPR's Franco Ordonez.
President Biden declared a major disaster in Kentucky last month and ordered federal aid for local recovery efforts. The severe storms have led to flooding and landslides that have left dozens dead and hundreds more homeless in the state. The governor said it's one of the most devastating flooding events in Kentucky's history. Biden emerged from isolation on Sunday when he boarded Marine One on his way to his family home in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. The president's physician announced he was also returning to public engagement after receiving a second negative test after a rebound case of the coronavirus. Franco Ordonez, NPR News.
Americans' concerns about future inflation have eased a bit in recent weeks. That's according to a new survey from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Here's NPR's Scott Horsley.
The survey finds that people's expectations of inflation rates 1 and 3 years into the future dropped significantly between June and July. The drop coincides with a steep decline in the price of gasoline. On average, people now think inflation will fall to 6.2% a year from now and 3.2% in 3 years. That's still above the Federal Reserve's 2% target, but lower than people were projecting back in June. The Fed pays close attention to what people think will happen to inflation because it can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. While expectations for gas and grocery prices have come down sharply, people still expect substantial increases in the cost of housing, medical care, and a college education. Scott Horsley, NPR News, Washington.
On Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 127 points at 32,931. You're listening to NPR News. Ukrainian food exports continue to leave newly open ports on the Black Sea. It's part of a safe passage deal brokered by the United Nations and Turkey. NPR's Joanna Kakissis reports on 2 of the ships that departed today.
A container ship called the Sakura left the Ukrainian port of Pivdeny carrying some 11,000 tons of soybeans to Italy. Another vessel, the Arizona, which left the port of Chornomorsk, is moving more than 48,000 tons of corn to southern Turkey. Ukraine has now opened 3 ports on the Black Sea for exports. The country's infrastructure ministry says it's aiming to ship at least 3 million tons of agricultural goods per month. Before the war, Ukraine exported about 4.5 million tons a month. Meanwhile, the first ship that left the port, the Rizzoni, has anchored in the eastern Mediterranean Sea instead of its destination, Lebanon. The cause of the delay is not yet clear. Joanna Kakissis, NPR News, Odessa.
The ceasefire between Israel and Palestinian militants appears to be holding following nearly 3 days of violence. Israel has begun reopening crossings into Gaza. It has also lifted security restrictions on southern Israeli communities. Britain finds itself under more extreme heat. Health officials say a heat health alert is going into effect for England as forecasters project temperatures climbing this week above 30 Celsius or 86 Fahrenheit. They say the alert will remain in place from tomorrow through Saturday. Region has already endured a month of record-breaking heat. I'm Lakshmi Singh, NPR News.
How do we reinvent ourselves? And what's the secret to living longer? I'm Anoush Zamarodi. Each week on NPR's TED Radio Hour, we go on a journey with TED speakers to seek a deeper understanding of the world and to figure out new ways to think and create. Listen now.
A difference you can hear.
Bess FM. Keep listening.
There's cabbage fish with bambi and jelly infused, fried plantain, jerk chicken, and the rice and peas. The Yaffy Draffy, the second, and the trees. One thing I'm asking Jamaica, please. Eliminate the war of the crime for we. So everybody can hide the morning light. And everyone can live a safe life. Sweet Jamaica, sweet Jamaica, land of the brave and free. Land of the brave and free. On this island breeze, I'm feeling at ease. Sweet Jamaica, island tree, black golden breeze. Sweet Jamaica, sweet Jamaica, land of the brave and free. Land of the free, brave and free. Island tree, sweet Jamaica, land of the brave and free. Woo. Sweet Jamaica, my country. Island tree.
Make me your radio and turn me up when you feel low. This melody was meant for you. Sing along to my stereo.
Hey, my listening crew. This is your late afternoon companion to Chickaloo on your 100 FM dial. Make sure you tune in and turn up every Tuesdays from 5 until 7 p.m. for OTAWTL. That is On the Ear with me, yours truly. A program that will leave you inspired, entertained, and informed. With the credit giveaways each week. Street Link, where we go in the streets to find out from the people what is hot and what is not, and so much more. And guess what? You can now voice your birthday shout-outs on our WhatsApp line at 876-438-9442, and we'll play them live on air. So what are you waiting for? Turn up Tuesdays from 5 to 7 p.m. right here on Best 100 FM, the station that is sizzling every day.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508. 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, Straight Up, Robin Jerry Small.
If you got to feel it, you got to be clean. You got to make it straight. You can't be lean. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you.
Here to pick up
of the PC. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister.
Guys, welcome back to the program here in the second half of the program this afternoon here now. And the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. We get back to some live chat, you know. Sundown 876 says celebrating independence in Jamaica is like celebrating the birth of your child, even though you have not touched the child mother in 12 months. A jacket will never get no independence. Good illustration. Kean Brown says, send in the high Granger of encouraging energy with vibration. Fire says, stereophonic, naming out the casualties and the time of this killing of General Echo. Stereophonic Hi-Fi, name of the sound. General Echo, Big John Fluxy, killed November 1980. Kean Brown say Echo Tone, Stereophonic Ranking Slackness. Erica Reason say Blessings African Family, saying Ank Uja Seneb to Kemisha, more strength. From Dave, from Dane, mind-going thoughts. Sister D say, give thanks to our brother, respect. Shane Barrett say, blessed morning, Bongo. It was a joy seeing the eye. A Reverend Henry places a hidden gem among Rasta. It's okay. Also, that's one of the brethren. I don't name him as Shane, but him give me name, you know, Shane Barrett, saying it was a joy seeing Phil and I did meet, and saying that Reverend Henry Foundation, when him live there, is a hidden gem amongst Rasta, not true? Yeah, man, Sister James, I try remember Sister James as a young daughter is one of the foundation. Remember them out of the Peacemaker. Sister James and her brother James. Sister D. Ruben say, boy, I never forget when Tennessee get murdered and how long till them find him body in Texas. Dasher roadside. Then the rumors start spread that the DJ Supercat do it. Like after Nitty Gritty get killed too. Thinking on Destiny is a great rising there. The Virgin and General Echo. Virgin General Echo from Light Body, okay? The Natal Brasco say, who I call Bradley Miller. That is Johnny Ringo. Sister D. Ruben say, and why miss I daughter Kemisha as I long for sound or positive vibes, sound of the words of the day. Have a call here? Let's back to the telephone. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Yeah.
Welcome. How delicate that?
Yes, man.
Well, go on.
I tell you.
All right.
Yeah, man. I listen to the program, you know.
Yeah, I hear the program Good Night Chill on there.
Yeah, but at the internet, not really on the radio.
Oh. So what else are going?
Yeah. All political things are going, you know. What's the I said we?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I listen to the program.
Yeah. Tony, all right. Clarkstone, all right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. All right, then, bless.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, man, great.
Cool, no?
All right.
Johnny Johnson said Mikey Smith, that I dub poet. My brethren Mikey Smith was stoned to death by a Jamaica government agency against his lyrics. Nice artist, yeah. Mikey Smith, yeah. Up in a Stone Hill. Johnny Johnson. More live chat. Mikey Smith was wiped out of creation as a big-time dub poet who inspired me to do dub poetry, along with my brethren Muta Baruka. Johnny Johnson, agitate. And him continue El Paso, Texas, Juarez, Mexico, tuned in to Bongo Jerry Small, Robinson, Bess. Slice Sticks, a good morning. Operator played Survival by Marcel Griffiths. Please play Times Like These by Queen Africa. Alright, I didn't name it as Times Like These by Martha Griffiths, but probably the proper name is Survival, yeah. Patrick Cowell. No, Nicholas Bell before. Yo, Jerry, I remember that discussion with Mutty. And my first year you got emotional when you spoke about the shot Bob Marley. Yeah, man. I tell you. I miss it by the skin of my teeth too. Because him did a wait for me in our kitchen. And alright, in the kitchen them shot him. I wait for me to deliver some pudding and share it up. Every night I always deliver pudding at a certain hours. I take the intermission. And we share out the pudding and him first eat and then start call the rest of the band member them. Patrick Cole said it seemed that Holness was told that the National Water Commission put this poisonous water in the Rio Coba will end up in Kingston. And this could be part of an urgent charge to Indalco. The Natal Basca said Babs the Grange dress up like John Kuna circus clown, not amusing bozo. Johnny Johnson, I'm doing a summer study of Beverly Manley's writing, speech, and radio TV interviews. I make a comparison analysis of them and noization my heart. Slice like say, Hail Bongo, you call me in Step It In Ballet. By Hugh Griffiths. So I'm not so sure because maybe him really mean Queen Africa. But we have some more music to play. I want to hear from Jennifer Barrett. I'll tell you about Mr. Jacket and Tie. She make this one quite some time now. Jennifer Barrett, Mr. Jacket and Tie. I want to play a loving there too. Let's go with Jennifer Barrett. We have that? Mr. Jacket and Tie. Don't we have it? Yeah. All right. Yeah, the numbers again are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Let's get to the telephone. Morning. Good afternoon.
Respect, sir.
Go on.
It's our man from Kentucky, Riverdale, Darling Spring era.
Riversdale.
Yeah, I'm on the talk about sand mining the time.
About what?
When I hear that reason about the sand mining.
What mining? The sand mining, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm still I don't go and farm car right now. I look a farm, and I can't go out run things right now.
Yes.
Well, I sell coconut at Kingston, on the Old Street. I say I go on, the people don't get so pretty. I find money for that Princess Street, go do one for the style, and then can't find money for food.
Yeah, some people find money for party and then school money and them not have none, yes?
No, when I read them, I say, see car clean and nice car, get them money done.
Yeah.
Well, I say I go on, people can't buy food, people are back out of supermarket one time, then they back out of wholesale and supermarket, now them are back out.
Yeah.
Got $5,000 just can't buy alcohol part.
Yes. If you go shop all 15 times for the week.
Well, I read a man when I look on to I go on, look like Jamaica go collapse.
I tell you.
When I say collapse, I mean like just collapse and the thing just jam because people can't make it no more.
Yeah.
Hey, one time we used to look up on Carman. No Carman, I look down Carman a ball. I don't know if Carman could have a ball.
Yeah, can be and have to be.
Yeah, my ball. I run cat at town, some more time, make a couple money for me and in my pocket enough up. So you're a taxi man. Watch out with the cat. All right, now my police and gas me a road for.
Wow.
With the cat, I don't know what me I go with. When me hear that through me, I read them and Lord, please, I can't believe what I go on.
Be careful with the language,
Oh! Me a Rasta man, I told me no language and set up still all right.
The taxi man have to work for police and gas?
Yeah, him a run from West Green Street to Walton. He said, watch out with the car because Him a work with gas and police and bar.
Oh, I'm boss, oh yeah.
Yeah, I hear him. What type of money for your hand? I know your pocket a car running out buy no gas, you know. But show me a dad still. It's not even too training to me once a car. You can't beat the car man a ball.
Ah.
But right now, where government are to help the people them?
I couldn't tell.
I'm Sanjoles right now. Me look for one of the greatest man, Prime Minister, Mr. Fan Bustamante days come up. One great and Bustamante. Mr. Jerry.
Me I hear you, man. Me I hear you.
Why, me I read a man when me read Anjoles, boy. I want the greatest man that. Hey, don't do a little baby we're born with you. Me ask a little baby at home, say, where's the Prime Minister? Anjoles. One time baby, they know a Prime Minister. They couldn't call their name.
Yeah, what them know now?
Right, me I say, cause little baby not even read 6, I don't think he reads 6.
Yeah.
But when me I say this man a great and hold on for until the man in country, then I do know. Hey, I'm a forgot to tell you, when we take a bus downtown, I see the UTC bus, we have to take Rich Spanish Town. Them are overeat and the driver say them are river and can't go.
Oh, oh yes.
Me say we in a bus, we laugh with mass. Me say, oh Lord, I've no to find it. And me a Rasta, so me growing out back. Everybody look around. You hear them Rasta boy, me a pray for him too. Me say, boy, me gotta have no Spanish. About 3 we have to take before you reach Spanish Town.
You have to come out left them.
The driver reach part of Portmore, he can't rev. Then call the next one. We're going to the next one. The driver drive to Portmore for go on Spanish Town Road. Then sorry people overeating in our next one coming. I said, Jaja.
So I really, so you have to take 4 by 100.
Before you reach Spanish Town.
Yeah.
But I can't believe San Jones now look for anything there. I see toll road for come to Spanish Town.
Yeah.
If you not drive, if they not drive Spanish Coal, it was on country road. You know country road bumpy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if I bus back in them mash up hour, but when I in a day, I go there back. Pregnant woman can ride around there. Who stick with heart can ride around there. Guys like a country road. Bugudugu, from the Spanish Town.
Are them word, are them kind of word my brethren not talk about African word we bring in English language. Vugudugu.
Bugudugu mean going and jumping like into patrol, everybody.
Yes.
I'm a slow language, me I come from, you know, man, raw natural.
Yeah, but no, mine language, mine catch a fire.
All right, me can't say a word where they call bad funny here.
So with brown soap. You know that?
You know, me say soap to more time.
No, but me tell you, say, we have to go wash out your mouth with brown soap. Cause what is joke to you? You see?
It's dead to others.
Not dead. Not D-E-A-T-H. D-E-B-T.
Oh, dead.
Yeah, that hour.
But you, me understand the language and so I mean that most people don't know when they curse, you know, mean curse. If they say it slowly, it don't sound no way.
Oh, say it slow.
Hey, I be a songs we read, you know, man. Me no bother with the letter Bible because I pay a lie them tell and them something and some Rasta and Bobo will come and make that. And them I say, Selassie, and me say, no, Selassie, them I say, move me now, buy no more drop fruit pan if you make no juice. You don't really, I idiot.
Now buy no more?
Rasta and Bobo will buy jackfruit to make juice from me because he sell jackfruit. And him say, to me now say Jack and Selassie, him I say, he now buy no more from me, me a idiot. Me can't come a Bobo Hill, me a idiot.
Eh? How can I eat that argument? How can I eat that argument, them?
Me look like but me have beard and he have Bongo and him tie up and him big. Me check say them would have sense to know say Selassie is just an ordinary human being. Them a looks a God. Me say him rule rain not fall. Me God rain not fall today. So Selassie make the rain not fall. Yeah. I out of your mouth make it a fall. And him big, you know.
Eh.
Yeah, beard and tie up beard. Him beard tie up and he have turban looking him. Buy jackfruit and make juice.
Well, now buy no more though.
Nah, buy no more because I now say plastic. When me look in a life, me know a pay light tell I Jesus pay light tell Bible pay light. We go and assembly Adventist church, you know.
You going out? Where's about church?
Me growing up said me Adventist church. And when the pastor say we are gonna get saved and go in a sky go live with God who saved. Now I name Frankie and his name Franco. So me say, sir, how we are gonna go in a sky when we save go live with God?
What I'm saying?
At that time we are gonna appear upon who saved. Mr. Sir, you don't think nothing goes so. And then time me was 10-year-old.
Eh?
Yeah, because I know nothing can go so who save, we never come and find them and we are going to go up in the air go live with God. No man can live with God.
What mate?
God is not a human, you know, man. God is spiritual, you know, man. God not even sleep in the house, because God here and there and everywhere.
What God,
me tell you a little more godliness.
Yeah. So God sleep too?
God no say, me ask one of them say if God have sex and bring children, hear me, yes. Me say, I idiot in my boss.
Yeah.
God no have sex, nor them something, because God bigger than sex and so on.
Bigger than, tell them for me, bigger than, God is life.
Out of God no bring forth children, him and say God have sex.
It look like the telephone company bleep him out there. Our next call. Good afternoon, welcome.
Hello?
Yes, welcome.
Good afternoon. Big up yourself, Jerry. Wagwan, man.
Fine, thank you.
You know, I just want to share something with the listeners. I want everybody to listen because most of the things we are going, you know, the spiritual, you know, it's a spirit, you know. Because it happened to me personally yesterday because I'm a farmer, you know, in St. Mary.
Yeah.
Everybody know me as Black a Touch. You know, I was in the key and piece and I said a little girl was coming from school, uniform. And she's like, she run in the bush like she want to pee pee. And I said, it just come in the mind saying, you know, try and rape her. Try and rape her. Go and rape her. Everything always come in your mind.
Yeah, them idea there.
Yes, it just come in your mind, so go and rape her. You know, in time to me a couple of days ago with another old lady.
Yeah.
And a couple of nights I should rape them.
Yes. And then after that what happened?
You know, that's, you know.
Afterward what happened?
Just come in my mind to rape her.
But how long it stay in your mind? Alright, you know, forgive yourself, man.
In my mind, a good vibe, man.
In my mind, a good vibes. So, yes, a grandma enjoyed. Are you there? Alright, alright. You can't take the Fifth Amendment. But little girl grew up, though.
Well, actually, they were raped, you know. They were raped a lot.
Yeah. And them live happily ever after?
Well, I can't say, but, you know, everything starts from the mind, you know?
In the mind? Oh. All right, well, you can't take yourself in hand, you know. You know, for do everything going in your mind. You can't take yourself in hand.
You know, and I raped them.
You did?
I did.
So their fingerprint there then? Eh? Yeah?
That's the past. That's the past, you know.
Yeah, so your fingerprint there then?
Jerry, you know what I wanted to do for me? I'm looking at help.
A helper? No, I'm not going to recommend a helper to them because you might rape them.
No, man. Somebody in like between the ages of 20 and 25.
You mean who can take it? Hello, but it sounds like you're like a stammer there. Like I take some sun breath. Are you there? Oh, you better come off your phone. It sounds like you do something else meanwhile. Look for music for me there. It's me again, Margaret. I don't want to make them phone calls. You know what? It's me again, Margaret. You have any more calls? No, boy. It's one of the more serious calls. You have a call there? Good afternoon and welcome.
Yeah, Jerry.
Well, go on.
Yeah, man, first time caller, man.
First time call.
Yeah, man, something I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
The polos, boy, they were killing people, and where them implicate them, but I don't know if I.
Yes.
Me want them, yes. Me want them. You see him like, oh, them would have take another man out the road and touch him, fin talk, so then he take him and squeeze him fingernail and
but really, no. But finding out things by that method is not reliable, you know. I say finding out things like that or getting sound like that is not reliable, you know.
Well, Jerry, them fi make him find back the people and pitney because you see the man, the girl uncle come out contact on TV and he make a sensible talk. Him say when them say them charge him, that no means they're not gonna come against him.
Right.
Them it's a go just brush under the carpet so they no find no evidence.
Right.
But so them fi torture him, make him go find the people and pitney.
The children are not missing. The children are not missing. The bodies was found there. The 4 children body found there and the mother found, you know.
No man, at the polos boy
then you talk about but just say you talk about the people when them kill them picnic. Oh you have art.
No, you at the polos boy me talk man. When you see him the girl what's your name again,
yes,
man?
Donna Lee,
man. This is like all them that
but
yeah. And talk to them for them talk and show them for them to do him.
No, but hear this now. Hear this. No information or statement that you get through torture. Them information and statement no stand up to no court. Because you not listen me, I don't finish talk. Because when people get in torture and can't take the pain, people will say, yes, them do things that them never do, you know. You didn't know that?
Yeah, but...
I don't want to hear about. One thing I ask you. Did you know that when people make statement because they were being tortured, the information what them tell you is don't must be true. You have people who can't take pain and will say them do things when them never do it just to stop feel pain. You didn't know that?
Yeah, I know that, Jerry.
All right, okay, no, don't tell about the boat. Don't tell about the boat. No, hold on. Hear this now. If you're not going to listen to me, no. You hear me now? You hearing me now? If we're not going... Hello. If you're not going to go through this step by step with me, don't come here on this program and talk nothing I know and go through things step by step. You just come to create excitement. So are you willing? Hold on. I don't talk, so I'm not telling about no anyway. I want to know if you take me serious or you not take me serious. I just want to chat out things that you want to chat out.
All right, yeah, me take you serious. But anyway...
No, you don't take me serious. Therefore, we're done with the conversation. You don't take me serious. You just want to chat out some things. And you don't take things serious. And that means you is just like them. And I'm not joke with you now. Let's get back to our next call. Good morning, good afternoon, welcome.
Yes, dear.
Oh, go on.
All right, again, man, you know?
Yeah, man.
More request a song for me. Sister, they came. Tomorrow, I'm going to play this evening.
Hold on. Requesting a song for Kemisha or for who?
Yeah, Kemisha, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. The gay lads.
Wait. All right, down.
Yeah.
Gay lads.
Yeah. Fight for your right. Stand up and fight for your right. You know that song there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bless.
All right, cool now.
Aye.
Have any more there? All right, I think we'll check back some more live chat and then we'll play some music. Yeah, the rest of the live chat, you know, are some right. Child of Earth. Hold on. Just a minute. Oh, hold on. The Natal Basco. Johnny Johnson said, I am doing a summer study of Beverly Manley's writing and speeches on radio and TV interviews to make a comparative analysis of then and nowization. Nowization, mad. Sly Slick say, your caller means Step It In Ballet by Hugh Griffiths. Okay, we heard that. Child of Earth say, wholeness, I read the reader, man. Delroy Graham say, what a day, Jerry. Another one is out from Bellevue. It sounds like about 2. Live in Jamaica and buy the balls if none dead. Kiss me teeth, them mad house, yeah. Oh, all right. Yes, we're going to play a piece of music there. Mr. Jacket and Tie. We never get that yet. Mr. Jacket and Tie, Jennifer Barrett. Yes. Okay, nice.
Mr. Tire, Mr. Jacket, you fi stop it. She really well round ya. Stop it. Round ya. Mr. Tire, Mr. Jacket, you fi stop it. She really well round ya. Stop it. Round ya. Stop it. Long time I tell you no fi stop it. And hail the Almighty alone. And the music on fi rock it now. Mr. Tire, Mr. Jacket, she really well round ya. Oh. Long time I tell you no fi stop it. And hail the Almighty alone. And the music on fi rock it now. Mr. Tire, Mr. Jacket, share the wealth round ya. Run the evil Babylonian from round ya. Bad mind people, we a go bong ya. Make we hit out some terrible sound ya. No rat-a-tat the world, well the whole and a go down ya. Heal Jah, the Almighty alone. Them bad mind me from head to ground ya. Iniquity we no want to no round ya. Jah, that are the righteous sound ya. The enemies must be defeated. Give some courage to the meek. We are strong, we're not weak. The mission must be complete. Long time I tell you no fi stop it. And heal the Almighty alone. And the music on fi rock it now. Mr. Tire, Mr. Jacket, share the wealth round ya. Oh. Long time I tell you no fi stop it. And heal the Almighty alone. And the music on fi rock it now. Mr. Tire, Mr. Jacket, share the wealth round ya. The children want to play in the streets again. Lane Avenue and around the bend. When the blood is gonna stop running the streets again. Oh, somebody please tell me when. A full-time judge or shake this ya face ya. Make people do as no run things round ya. Some lost to crime and can't found ya. Let's pray to Jah, He is the creator. The enemies must be defeated. Give some courage to the meek. We are strong, we're not weak. The mission must be complete. Long time I tell you no fi stop it. And heal the Almighty alone. And the music on fi rock it now. Mr. Tire, Mr. Jacket, share the wealth round ya. Oh, oh, oh. Long time I tell you no fi stop it. And heal the Almighty alone. And the music on fi rock it now. Mr. Tire, Mr. Jacket, share the wealth round ya. War is not the answer. Stop shooting your brother. Let's learn to live together and build a better future. You are hear me, Mr. Jacket and Tie. Share some wealth, man, and stop fall from the sky. Oh, you know see all the youth them a die. You need to give them a play. The enemies must be defeated. Give some courage to the meek. We are strong, we're not weak. The mission must be complete. Long time I tell you no fi stop it. And heal the Almighty alone. And the music gonna fi rock it now. Mr. Tire, Mr. Jacket, share the wealth round ya. Oh. Long time I tell you no fi stop it. And heal the Almighty alone. And the music gonna fi rock it now. Mr.
attire, miss a jacket, share the wealth round, yeah. Run the evil Babylonian from round, yeah. Bad mind people, we are go bong, yeah. Make we hit out some terrible sound, yeah. No rat-a-tat the world, well the whole and I go down, yeah. Heal Jah, the Almighty Adonai. Them bad mind me from head down to ground, yeah. Iniquity we no want to no round, yeah. Jah, that are the righteous sound, yeah. The enemies must be defeated. Give some courage to the meek. We are strong, we're not weak. The mission must be complete. Long time you tell me if we stop it. And heal the Almighty alone. And the music gonna be rocking now. Miss a tire, miss a jacket. Share the wealth round, yeah. The people them a suffer. Long time you tell me if we stop it. And heal the Almighty alone. And the music gonna be rocking, yo. You know see how the youth them a die.
We have a call. Okay, that was Jennifer Barrett, Mr. Jacket and Tie. And you know, she's a local singer of one and them music. But Ray Stevens, I play a piece of music from 1962. Ray Stevens, I tell about the Ahab, where he was an Arab, where he ride a camel named Clyde. But about 30 years later, I make a next music. We are call a little while remind me, because I call me and I tell me I'm rape woman. And when sometime when we ask him what he say and what he continue, I hear him not continue, they breed out him. Sound like that man away. They call the woman all the while, and I tell you, say him again, Margaret. But meanwhile, I talk to her. She had turn him on, and he try to turn off himself. Let's hear Ray Stevens. I tell you about the guy where I call Margaret all the while. Let's go.
Well, there once was a fella named Willard McBain, and he only had just one thought on his brain. Every evening about midnight he'd slip off alone and call the same lady on a paid telephone. It's me again, Margaret. Hello, is this Margaret? You don't know me, Margaret, but I know you. Well, this upset the lady, gave her the blues. So she called the police, said, oh, what shall I do? Well, the chief of detectives came around to her home and eavesdropped upon them on her upstairs phone. It's me again, Margaret. Hello, is this Margaret? I know it's you, Margaret. Are you naked? Well, they called up Moffett, traced him on down to a funky old phone booth on the outskirts of town. It was there that the vice squad with the field glasses read the lips of that amorous man as he said, it's me again, Margaret. Hello, is this Margaret?
I would take too much of that still, but you know. It look like him well want someone to talk to, because if you do that over and over, you know, must come like and sound like part-time want get over it and the next part-time want more. Well, anyway, I'll get back to the live chat. Living Jamaican say, Gabriel Salam say, yo, Jerry, the hombre sound serious about the assault thing. What the hell? Your mind gone. Damon Pollock say, boy, Jerry, no easy alright today. I'm dead with laugh. Best program, Best FM. Johnny Johnson say, my dub poet name handle It's Reverend Johnson and the Positive Vibes on Bulwaki label Ethiopian Diaspora Limited. Good. Glad for that information. We have my call, eh? All right, one more call. Let's go to the telephone. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yes, Jerry.
Welcome, Wagwan.
Big up yourself, man.
Yes.
First thing first.
Yeah.
A radio station feature during their 60th Jubilee. Them feature Emperor Haile Selassie's visit to Jamaica in 1996.
Yeah. Radio station. Okay, yes.
Selassie, yes. What we notice, you see?
Yeah.
We have been told that two of our leaders in the late 60s visited Ethiopia.
Yes, two of them was there almost one time.
So, but I think Mr. Shearer one is well documented. Is Michael Malley visit documented as Mr. Shearer?
Yes, it might not have been publicized, but it has been documented. Yes.
Where can those information be added?
Well, okay. There are various sources, including you can talk to PJ Patterson because he's still alive and he was on that.
I know, but in the Michael Manley book, he feature his visit to Emperor Haile Selassie.
I don't remember. I read about 4 I book them. I don't remember seeing that, but I don't remember seeing that.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
But and even one part account to Arthur account of Shearer visit and Shearer part of Shearer life.
Yeah.
One gentleman who visited with Mr. with Mr. Shearer is a gentleman by the name of James Lloyd. You know
yeah, James Lloyd was a career diplomat.
Yes, sir. And a brother to the PNP, the first opposition leader, Dr. Ivan Lloyd.
Yes, about 4 brothers them outstanding. One was a dentist.
Okay, yes, so we want to know if Michael Manley visit was documented. At the time,
yes, man, it's documented by him party and by him and other people.
Anyway,
Bev can tell us something about it too.
She went on that visit too?
No, she never go on that, but she acquainted with him just before, and she get involved with him. She acquainted him 3 years before. No, the same year, 69. 69, she get to know him same time when him go. And she and him link up. Right up to 72 when him win and him up and down with her with the rod and she know about it.
Yeah, Auntie Nita went with Shearer too, you know.
Yeah, you said that already.
I want somebody people look under it somewhat, you know. The lady, what's her name? Jennifer Edwards.
Jennifer Edwards from Spanish Town. One time, Mia.
Yeah, Mia, in the 60s, in the latter part of the 60s, she went up with some other young ladies, you know, I don't know if any men were included.
Went where?
As secretary and administrator assistant to some African country that was gaining independence.
Yeah.
Jennifer Edwards, she forget what about big up, you know.
I think Nama Sigri did go to.
Okay.
I think Nama Sigri did go to.
Oh yes, all right. So we're going with Michael Malika. I think in that document, the Chicago part, Shearer part, right? So on the document from Michael Manley one.
Repeat the last sentence.
No, I say somebody documented Shearer's visit to Selassie.
Yes.
So I think if Michael Manley's visit was documented in like manner.
Yes. All right.
Right.
All right, I'm going to come back to you, but I forgot to play a piece of music. I don't know if you want to hold on. Or you can call back. I'm going to play a piece of music by Tanya Stevens. In the streets. No, I'm not cut you short, man. Hold on, you can't hold on. I'm going to take your number and call you back.
No, sir.
Take his number.
You want the number, part? No,
but now look your number.
No, I'm not call you back today. Tomorrow.
All right, anyway, we will continue with the topic. Thank you very much. In the streets, Tanya Richards. Tanya Stevens. I don't talk about Tanya Richards. Tanya Stevens.
You know, I can still remember when it was just me and you. Suddenly, it's on you and your crew. Forget everything. think about. I wish you woulda treat me like a yacht. Keep me wet while the waves them a rock. Why you can't stay from me like the corner and keep your lips from me like your marijuana? I woulda love it if you treat me like the club. Stay up in on me whole night just a bump and grind and rock. You don't understand what your woman needs from her man. While you're there on the street all the time, just bear this in mind, boy. These streets don't love you like I do. You need to know that you wanna keep your woman loving you. Then you need to show that the love we have when it takes so much effort to build. You are about to blow that. But just like a played out jersey, you are about to get thrown back. I wish you wanna treat me like a ounce. Me know you're not like that when you bounce. You should have the woman up boots like your Tims. Need to act older than the size of your rings. I wish you would have stay upon me like your phone man, and never leave the house without me like your chrome man. Why I wish you would have treat me like your whips. Your girl's a perfect 10, but your bins them are only a 5 and a 6. You don't understand what your woman needs from her man. Why you there on the street all the time? Just bear this in mind. These streets don't love you like I do. You need to know that you wanna keep your woman loving you. Then you need to show that the love we have when it takes so much effort to build. You are bound to blow that. But just like a plain out jersey, you are bound to get thrown back. Now the feds have them case and they gavel upon.
Yeah, man, Tanya Stevens is a very useful commentator, you know, comment about not only events, but to comment about typical situations and relations and relationship and things. So all our music can listen. Some of them might not ready for public airplay, but so on. Let's get back to the telephone. Good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Sir Smart.
Welcome.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Oh, go on.
So, fitting that you play at Tanya Stevens, and she's from St. Mary.
Yes.
I am also from St. Mary.
Yeah.
Not living there anymore, but as a responsible listener of the program and a caller.
Yeah.
I'm a habitual caller.
Yes, I just write down that regular.
Yeah, so I think I have to take it upon myself to try and address the assault thing a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the brother need help, and he should try and turn himself into the police, because him saying he assault a young school girl.
Yeah.
And he also assault an old lady.
Yeah.
And recently we see on the news where there was an old lady, in fact, which was suspected to be in assaulting bushes in St. Mary. Yes, man.
Yeah, it happens all over the island regular, every day thing, but it's not much spoken about, every day.
Yeah, so true. So we advise the brother to seek help by informing the police and take himself in, because once him do it once, so him do it twice, so likely it might become an habitual thing now.
Yes, and I don't want it to be taken as a joke, even though it might sound like me I take it for a joke. I take it for a joke, but if him need help, I'm not sure if the first best step is to talk to the police, because I have some police who are not very helpful in them.
That's true.
In those areas. I'm not sure if the police is the best help. Some police is not the best help in cases like these. Matter of fact, you have females who go from your liquor boy right up until now. You have females who go to report such things to the police, and the police, especially if them go late in the evening or night, and police take advantage of the fact that them is frightened. And you have this is not most police, but it happens all the while from your liquor boy till now. And the police encourage them to stay at the station for safekeeping. And sometimes the safekeeping is a little bit too close marked, You know them call it close protection. Sometimes it's too close for comfort.
So true. So I would suggest that he report it to a pastor then.
Yes. Well. Sometimes all the pastor. Me know I'm calling to the program away. Usually call the program regular now, and he had some problem. And eventually, when me take a stack of the pastor, molest him.
Yeah, we know the thing.
But some social worker, some medical worker, some psychiatric worker, or some good counselor is probably the best step, you know? First step.
Yeah,
because when I'm going to the police, anybody like him going to the police, I think them should be accompanied by somebody sympathetic.
So true. And this lead me to the same Clarendon 5 killer.
Yeah.
That when I reason him say why him do it is because him cousin embarrass him.
All them thing there. Cause you know say some. Yeah, true, go on talk.
Yeah, so because of that me I say sometimes some people head trip. So the man I tell you say something in my mind, starting in my mind, so I tell him something in my mind, say rate them.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah, because that is how schizophrenia operate.
Yes.
I am not a professional, but schizophrenia describes people who have more than one mind competing for control of them actions. And how it manifests with many people, them hear one voice or more voice call them more time like I get called on phone. I'm making suggestion to them, say do this and do that.
Yeah, but me have to give him something the credit to, because if he really need help, him come and him a try reach out.
Him reach out.
Yeah, look like him did a try reach out to try and get the help.
True man, go on.
Yeah man, look like him that try reach out to get the help and realize it's an abnormal problem.
Yeah, him no says it must be a problem. If something is inconvenient or harmful to a next human being, it is a problem for you to plan and to do those things if it is inconvenient or unpleasant to a next human being.
Yeah. The last thing what I suggest is that, if a producer could maybe retrieve his number and do some follow-up.
Yeah, well, I think it's kind of late now for retrieve that, but I wouldn't be surprised if him call again.
Yeah.
Because people like that reach out. People who contemplating suicide reach out. People who depressed reach out. And them reach out more than one time. Because them looking for somebody to talk some better sense in them. You know?
So true. And on a positive note though.
Yeah.
Congrats to the Sunshine girls for getting their first ever silverware at the Commonwealth game.
Yes, because
for a long time now they have been the most or the best ranked Jamaican team.
Yes.
Out of all the teams, and we see where they have not been given the full credit that they deserve. So I want to say congrats to them, congrats to
when you say them not given the full credit, by who?
By sponsors and the Jamaican population as a whole.
Alright, hear this now. Although we might say this and that about the sponsors, for me, for my part, the sponsors are doing more than me. So I couldn't run my mouth about the sponsors because them are doing more than me to help the Sunshine Girl. So I wouldn't start by saying the sponsors now give them full credit because them are give them more than me. What I could believe is that the public don't give them the full credit, or even some of the netball fans don't give them the full credit. I am sure them not get the full credit from everyone, but I think that a lot of people give them full credit. I have people support them thick or thin. But as you said, they are earning more and more credit.
Yes, and in light of what happened about 3 years ago with the impasse with management and coach leaving, and now the coaches, the rightful coach is back, and we see where Fowler, which is one of the top shooters in the biggest league in the world, which is Australian League.
Yes.
We see where she's back, and her contribution is is being noticed.
Yeah, man.
So, all right, so go on with the program, so smart.
Yeah, man, and for decades now, the Jamaican netballers have always been in the top 4, and most time them fight to include in the top 3. But the top 4, because I remember the semi-finals are usually the last part of a tournament, is when the top 4 play off. And when the first playoff take place, it eliminates one of them from being in the top 3 or in the top 2. And then when
always
I can finish. When the first semi-final playoff, it eliminates one of the 2 who play. The loser of the first semi-final usually eliminated from being in the top 2. Them can only become 3rd after that. And when the next semi-final playoff, the same way, and then the rest of them now a fight for 1, 2, 3, and the bigger loser get 4. But the semi-final is always a pivotal crossroads there.
Yeah, I would notice is normally we, England, New Zealand, and Australia.
The top 3, yeah. Them the 4.
The
3 white country and we.
Yeah, yes, this lead me to the West Indies star.
Yeah.
I know you're elder, so you must follow West Indies to some extent from long time.
Yeah.
When
cricket.
Yeah, cricket.
Yeah.
When we notice a go on in the world and the other team them now, with the advent of T20 cricket.
Yeah.
Most of the team them even play T20 cricket in a test match.
Yeah.
So you find out so the man you can make 500 in a one day in a test match.
If them want to.
Yes, or a 600 in a 2 day. And West Indies continue to struggle in a test match to make even 300 runs.
Yeah. What happens is that after 17, 18 years of domination, and then there are country them study West Indies now, and sit down and play the tape of every match, and then watch back the video of every match, and study. Same time, them I do that now, some of the West Indian players start get more hype. So one thing I work for the opposition going up, and the next thing I work for the West Indies going down. And them I pass one another upon the escalator, some going down and some going up. Because all heap of hype, and yet them I do some good things, but a whole heap of mix up. You have players, you have organization, you have West Indies cricket director, them where have money people, you have coaches, all different kind of factor, but a whole heap of hype involved too. Hype and ego.
The major problem is with the players them. The coaches and the old man them keep telling them to maintain them certain style of play.
But like one thing I know, I can't take call me back and we'll talk some longer. But one thing I know I know about Jamaica cricket is that it takes more attraction to the young cricketers in Jamaica from them reach before 10-year-old right up until them are 20. That you have an intense competition around Jamaica through school, through area, through parish. And that will always make sure, say, the club cricket will be of a higher standard. But just like in Jamaica, it seemed to me, I'm not a great football fan or I don't know, connoisseur analyst. West Jamaican footballer play too much scrimmage, spend too much of them time I play scrimmage with only a small goal. And them no range over the field and play tactical football now. They want to reach right down in the goal area before them try nothing. And them not try same time, they always hesitate 5 seconds too long.
Alright, give thanks. Respect for it.
Call me again when we talk next time. Thank you, sir.
We will.
Yeah. We have a next. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program. Still there? Are the caller still there? Good afternoon. Welcome. Seem like the caller is still there. The numbers are 619-1508. 619-1508. And 279-8473. 279-8473. Who is there?
Bongo BJS.
Yes, sir.
We are going with you.
Fine, thank you.
Because this your program now, but listen me out.
Yeah.
2 things. Me have a man of bad value sensitive.
Yeah.
His name is Beckford. His brother was his uncle was an examiner at Spinestone Road.
Yeah, I know Beckford. I know Beckford.
All right, good. One nice man, he was a part of the big claim. So, RG, I got one program down there, Mr. Welcome. All right, I'm not going to party. Come in the wise file there, about 2 weeks. So, Mr. when you come back, you drive a land bamboo. He say, yes, man. So, Mr. Major Bamboo, he called me yesterday. And he said, 1 mile and quarter. 1 mile and quarter. Me tell Jamaica, say.
No, you can't go and talk all the way talk. That can't trouble me.
Me say, you reach a mile and a half. We call the mile and a half. Mr. Bedford, God bless you.
Hey, you can't go and talk. All right, but we're not going to make you spend the whole day talk about that.
Yeah, but all right, you that one now. Me hear some on radio station. Said Nipper and Windalco. Nipper and me never courthouse and sign over. You can't correct me. Say when the water spill over, somebody get some benefit of $1 million. Because that pass through courthouse, you know anything about it?
No.
You don't tell me something. If water wash out and turn over and go to place, and somebody get benefit, well, them wouldn't want to fix it. I mean, I give you money and say, boy, I make you one. So me want to know, me don't know where, but me not part of them out. If that go through courthouse of Jamaica, you don't know nothing about it?
No.
Thank you, God bless you.
All right. All right, we have any more? All right, we have some live chat, you know. Live chat. Live in Jamaica and say, talking about man intend to rape woman and carry through rape of young woman and old woman. Live in Jamaica and say, the same thing need castration and crucifixion by the balls. Them mad people here, let loose about ya. They'll understand. So small written words can be erased, not so with the spoken words. Your program was going okay till I heard the Bellevue patient turned up. I have to laugh out loud, but it's not a good laugh, I understand. Earl Brown said the police should get that person's number from the radio station and go and interview that caller. He may have raped that little girl and the little old lady. Jerry, he must take it seriously. They may not take it serious. It's me realize, say him do it, and it's me highlight and pursue it until him find out, until him admit, say him do it, because I was repeating it over and over and him never tell us him do it. And it's me pull out that because that's to say, it's likely that happen. It's me take it serious. Sister D say Earl Brown for true. Earl Brown say I don't think Jerry took the caller seriously. Well, that might be the impression that you get, yes. We have any more call? Good afternoon, welcome. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Good afternoon, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
You know, sir, you hear me?
Yes.
You know, sir, me see one man here. You know, see me hear one man here. Me I take up prayer. I interview on a radio station, you know.
No, hold on. You saw me one morning where? Or you hear me one morning where?
No, I hear me here, man, on a radio station.
All right, tell me something. Your mouth up on the phone or up on speaker? Hold on. Your mouth is not right up to the phone. Why?
I hear me now.
All right, go and talk now.
Yeah, I say, me that tell you, say, yeah, right on, man. I'm a rushing analyst, man. I tell you, say, me enjoy it, man. Me hear you on a radio station, them are interview.
Oh, one next station, I understand you now, yes.
But when Selassie come in and I had them a little lecture about it, me I tell you, man. Me enjoy it, me I tell you, man. Me I tell you, man.
Yeah, I'm glad for you. Glad you take it in.
Yeah, man, me I tell you, say, wouldn't mind it a little longer. For me to say, yeah, rush it too, you know. Yeah, rush it.
Yeah, we have to rush it. We have to rush it because time short.
Yes, and that me I say, do the time I shot, me say, yeah, rush it, me I tell you, so trust me, man, me enjoy it, me I tell you, trust me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, very small, respect, man.
Yeah, man, glad for that.
But in the last food, last year, me and you that you know.
Come again, say again. What is it?
I say, going in last year, I need a reason too.
Yeah.
I need a tell about Kumi Market Plan.
Hold on. You was telling me about what?
Kumi.
Hold on. Kumi?
Yeah, Market Plan.
Market Plan. Oh yeah, Kumi Plan. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Me live near me now. Me live over in the house.
Hold on, you talk too fast. You're talking too fast. You live near him in Trenchtown or in country or where?
In Trenchtown, man. On 5th Street.
5th Street, okay.
Yeah. And when I tell you that,
no, you talk too fast. We're not hearing you playing on the phone, so you have to talk slow. One at a time, what?
One at a time, you say, you usually check 5th Street, man.
Yeah, man, music go down there from in the 60s.
Yes. He got told me that too, you know?
Yeah.
I had
no, you're not. Yeah. I tell you, say you're talking too fast. You have to slow down. If we are to hear what you're saying, you have to talk slow. Go on, talk.
We really are not okay. We'll beat no one day. I still take away him ganja.
Him beat you?
Yeah. I think.
You was a young youth.
Yeah. Still, I'm finally somebody in the yard tell me, say, I never did me, you know. I did the next go side.
Oh, I think I remember, yeah.
Yeah, and I show me about him sorry.
When I show you, sir?
Somebody in the yard tell me, say, I never me.
Yeah.
You know,
no, something wrong with the phone, man. We not hear you good, man. We can't hear you good. You're not slow down. But call me back on another phone, man, because we're interested to hear what you're saying. All right.
Yeah.
Good for your ears, huh? All right. We have any more? We have a couple more live chat. Only one more anyway. All right. So let's call the numbers and play some more music. Good. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Yeah, man, we have a piece of music appropriate at this time. Say, Keep a Cool Head. Keep a Cool Head by Desmond Decker. Don't get excited. Let's have that. We can get that.
Keep a cool head. Don't get excited. Keep a cool head. You are right. Keep a cool head. Don't get excited. Or in the dark western countryside, there is no place you can hide, no sir. Do not get hysterical. Can you work a miracle? Use the radar wisely.
Rest up in your books, head.
Keep a cool head. Don't get excited. Keep a cool head. You are right. Keep a cool head. Don't get excited. With lots of we and a few have to concentrate. Do not try and cut the spirit away, no sir. Do not get hysterical. Can you work a miracle? Use the radar wisely.
Rest up in your books, head.
Keep a cool head. Don't get excited. Keep a cool head. You are right. Keep a cool head. Don't get excited. I said to cool it. Use the radar. I said to cool it. Use the radar. I said to cool it now. Use the radar. Whoa. La 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 la. Yeah. Oh. I said to cool it.
Yes, the sound of Desmond Decker from about 66, that you know. And is a man is a man him find out how to do something wrong and him attack him, you know. I don't know if you listen to music good. A man him find out to do something wrong and him start talk to him and I try to show himself a cool off and keep a cool head. Similar to what the man attack like a while and I wonder if him what next. That's why I ask him. And me ask him what next happen after him said to himself this, you know. I'm said to himself that. I have to ask him about 3 times. 2 times, on the 2 different topics, I have to ask him about 3 times till him said to himself, well then, him do it, and so on and so on. And there's man, they can make a music over the same order when him say, man make a man know, say, keep a cool head, and don't run go do it. And time you hear it again, I might play it again, and you listen good and you find out, say, there's man, they can find out, say, him up to something and tell him, say, cool off them thoughts there. But anyway, yes. I will go back to a trend of thought from the same live chat where Earl Brown was saying, Sister D. Ruben, I don't think Jerry took the caller seriously. And the next one, send a message and draw it back. I don't know what that message was about. And then Sundown 876 says, Fisherman talk about fish. What are you suggesting? Fisherman talk about fish. And man, we do things talk about what them do. But do other man agree with them? Because your continue reason them is agree with them. Is that necessarily so, or is that what is suggested? Anyway, we're going to go further. Grounded in the tarmac, say, Wagwan Jerry. Owe you some thanks from when you were on the university radio. You helped me access a scholarship through Janet Silvera. What's the Janet Silvera on Mobile? Still unemployed due to a disability though. Joseph Jackson said they were coming from the National Stadium, not a dance. Oh, yeah, the DJ and the musician them was coming from National Stadium. So much man get killed by police coming from National Stadium, coming from Caymanas racetrack. Because them study your habits, you know, and study the time when to get near to you when you're going to be preoccupied, talking and laughing. Me, I said that. Sister D. Ruben said, Bongo Jerry, I did agree, say the station forget the number to 50. Him need report him head gone. Him sound dangerous. Yeah, because him sound like him still have it in mind. And one time I hear him a blow around the corner like just talking about it, I turn him on. Well now, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. We have Tanya Stevens. It's a pity, but you're not ready for that one yet. Because we can play back, keep a cool head. I don't think the people them did listen carefully, especially in light of what we're talking about. 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Good afternoon.
Bongo.
Wagwan.
Rastafari. Rasta Ricky from down Westmoreland.
Yes, I.
Yeah, this morning me a hear when I try to sort out the sound with General Echo.
Yeah.
But the man get the incident back way.
Yeah.
Alright, start from the root.
Yes.
Echo Tone was the sound where General Echo start play around at Kingston Garden.
Yeah.
Was a little sound here, Echo Tone, but
yeah.
You know, it evolved now where him and Stereophonic them link up and create the sound where them called Stereophonic.
Yes.
So Big John was the owner. Fluxy was the selector.
Yes.
And General Echo was the main DJ, along with Donovan and them out there.
Okay.
And come from out beside Doncaster, the road beside, as a part Ilo Avenue there, the next
yes.
road we go down to Doncaster there.
Yes, yes.
Stereophonic base that.
Yes.
And actually police killed them one Saturday evening, them a gather some tune up halfway tree, they forgot one dance.
Yeah.
And police shoot down the three of them, you know.
In a vehicle?
No, them did a collect some records. I take out all the Aquarius there, you know.
Aquarius, yeah, I know it's Aquarius, man. So them going to them leave half a tree yet? Them did leave half a tree?
No, them the time there was the Aquarius records, you know.
No, what I mean say them have the record and them is still in half a tree or them leave half a tree?
No, them was killed in half a tree.
Okay.
And the case drawn out, that's the last thing me heard as a human being, that's the police them the Glamp and some course as Australia.
The police, what?
Gone do some duties or some course. A heart failure.
Yes.
And we never hear nothing about the case again, you know?
Yes.
But it's actually so it go, you know?
Yes.
It could come from Kingston Garden, man. With Jimmy Land and them early days there.
Yes.
When them experiment with the music. Them used to have all a group near Rockin' Ass.
Yeah.
You know, enter the festival.
Rockin' Dolly.
Eh?
I remember the music about Rockin' Dolly.
Yeah, no, the group, the name Rockin' Ass.
No, me only suggest
I
said it. Yeah. Yeah.
I could do the tune in the latter years about Rockin' Dolly.
Yes.
Yeah, but a police killed him up halfway through one Saturday evening, man. I remember it clearly, man. You know?
Yes.
And from that, the sound mash up. It clear about 2 times. You know who break out of that sound there too?
Yeah.
The singer we then called Madu.
Yeah, Madu.
He was up. Him come from St. Thomas, Stokesall, a place named Stokesall.
Yeah, man. I remember when a whole heap of St. Thomas thing are going, you know.
At St. Thomas, man, them. At St.
All
Thomas,
Morant, they have some big. They have a big land. About 2 big land. What them name again?
You'd have a big land now. We see down a Port Morant.
Yeah, Port Morant, but Morant by itself, man, you have 2 big land of Morant.
Yeah, you have some big land of Morant there, but remember, say 12 child them used to pay a Port Morant every year.
Yeah, Port Morant, yeah. Yeah, man, Alan Cole used to coach down there too.
Yeah, man.
But remember, so, all man like Tony Tough and a whole heap of artists usually, all when Yellow Man just a come. Morant, yes, man, 4 years. Yeah, man, yes.
Hampton Court, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, come from Hampton Court, the Lindsay family.
Yes.
Them was in the oil business, you know, the trucking business.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So I really saw the thing of it, Stereophonic, you know.
Yeah.
It was Echo, Big John and Fluxy.
Yes.
Was the Big John was the owner. Echo was the star.
Yeah.
And you know, was the selector, Fluxy.
Yeah.
The section used to go St. Michael's, you know.
Yeah.
Primers.
On the Winward Road.
Yeah, no, down Tower Street. Bow Street, beside GP.
We have a church near St. Michael's on the Winward Road there.
Yeah, St. Michael's, the church there, Winward Road, at Victoria Avenue, there, near where you used to live.
Yeah, man.
And you turn, like you come on East Queen Street.
Yes, sir.
St. Michael's Church.
Yeah, man, good information.
Arms all beside it.
Come again?
Arms
Hall, yeah, man, Arms Hall, may I tell you.
Yeah.
A big venue them there, no?
Yeah, man. And then you have Dragon Gym now, which part you dance, you used to play, and boxing.
Yeah, man.
Then Machado,
yeah.
Police Theater.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And when them the days now, we used to call it Lower South Camp Road, New Road.
Yeah, because it'll be later. It'll be later.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it'll be later on, you know. Yeah, because we didn't have to cross the old car them for God St. Michael's through Barrow Street Gully again, you know.
Yeah.
We just go down New Road. Yeah, man. God bless you.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. So I just see we want to seal up the Stereophonic thing there, you know.
Yeah, man. That do it.
Echo used to do more time recording them on Techniques label, you know, for Winston Riley.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you have an album named Ranking Slackness, but forget the slackness. It have some nice tune like Dread in this Armageddon.
Yeah.
Like you play that one for me one day too with Echo. Dread in this Armageddon.
Yes. But them rhythm now carry all kind of version. Some slack and some tight.
If you interact with the original album, you will see the cuts them, you know.
Yeah, man.
Me have it, you know. But it have some classic tune. Otherwise the slackness, you know. But look for one track named Dread in this Armageddon.
Yeah, man. I remember one of the DJ did name after one gangster, him named Louis Lepke.
Louis Lepke, yeah, from down at Greenwich Farm.
Yeah, man. Louis Lepke all time bad man gangster America, you know, Joe.
Yeah, man, as a matter of fact, you know, so a man live it. Yeah, so you go, man, he was from Greenwich Farm. He was to chat Papa Roads and them sound there.
Yeah.
Papa Roads was the song named King Atani.
Yeah. Soul Atani, King Atani.
King Atani come from up a jungle there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You remember
Danny Dread.
Yes, Danny Dread. You remember Soca, where the brother was sing Soca Rumba? What's his name again?
Oh, Soca. I know Massive.
Yeah, man, Massive Dread.
Massive Dread, yeah.
Massive Dread. Terrible, no?
As a matter of fact, you know, so me have some, as a matter of fact, last night, me play about 3 songs from him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, massive dread, man. You know, through independent, you know, with
Yes,
our
yes.
country, and I play some music, you know, so you know, see them tune they come up, you know.
Yeah, man.
Massive dread. He lose him life, but he also do some tune for Tapazuki.
Tapazuki, man.
Yeah, and do a lot of works for Tapazuki. Yeah, he man, he said the race and there, you know.
Yeah, man.
Do some good works for Tapazuki. One day, if you can find a tune named Too Much Brutality, where him do for Tapazuki, tell about policeman and ganja.
Yes.
Or the police and brutal to Rasta.
I tell you.
Bongo.
Yeah.
Is there any way, say, I could get a copy of all over the people them did in the parliament when we get independent?
Yeah, man, then I yesterday paper, then I Sunday paper. Sunday Gleaner.
Paper. Which part in it?
It's in a Sunday Gleaner.
Me I do a little project, you know, but me want to know the man them who did in the parliament 63 when
yeah, man, that is if you find, man. But it's in a, some of them, I don't know if it's the entire, but them list out some of them in a Sunday Gleaner yesterday.
You see, there was a book they called Student Companion in the back of it, you know.
Yeah.
They used to have them things there, but what happened now? I try to get a version of the Student Companion. I sent to Miami, and when I do get one, it watered down, it have none of them information there, you know.
Yeah.
But I actually do a little project, you know, and I love to know all of the man them, you know,
yes.
JP, Giles, Clement Tavares,
yeah, man.
gangsters and the rest. We just want to know the entire parliament.
Yeah, man. It is to find out.
Oh, we could have find it now.
Well, as I say, looking at yesterday's paper, you might find about 1/3 of them or more. Or you might find the entire amount. But I know, say, it was started in yesterday's paper. And I know, say, if you contact Gleaner, then we'll tell you quick.
Okay, because
you know,
I do a little one-man project.
It is, man. It is.
Thing, you know?
Contact Gleaner, and then we'll tell you easy. Because first thing, the election was held on the 10th of April, 1962. And if you're going,
right.
well, if you're going to the paper for the next 2 days, 11th of April and 12th of April, they're going to show you all who win them seat.
Oh, yes. Thanks. Right there.
All right, thanks. There's a call again early next time.
Yeah, man. Can't keep the faith.
Yes, Ross Ricky.
Yes, Rasta, you.
Next one. Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome. Afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, come on, no? Dunkirk, go on.
My vex, you know.
Come again.
My vex.
With what?
All right. Can you describe a bully?
Describe a bully?
Yeah, man.
No, I can't describe a bully. One bully. But I can describe.
Who is a bully?
A bully bully is meant by an individual human being whose habit is to intimidate one or more people that them come in contact with all the while, or even occasionally, but usually them come in contact with them more than once. Them you know, bully, intimidation, because mostly of aggression and size and age, and aggress people who them almost sure cannot match them or resist them. Why?
All right. Do you consider yourself being a media bully?
I don't consider those things. You tell me, you know, what you consider.
No. It's either you say yes or no.
No, I don't consider those things at all. You who consider those things at all may now tell me what you feel. You start tell me already. Just continue.
Yeah, well, most of the time when we are having a conversation, if your point is not coming across the way you feel like it should, the conversation would have to either end or you know.
No, I don't know. Yeah. Tell me. Talk more. I'm going to allow you to go and talk, man.
No, man. You know something not this.
No, what I mean is, you say you know, you say you ask, you say something and then you ask me if me know.
Jerry, would you consider Greenwich Farm as being the most peaceful community in Kingston?
I don't do any survey or assessment of the peacefulness and the lack of peace of the community.
I should tell you that Greenwich Farm is like a little village where by the youths them in that community them live off of the music and fishing. Anybody in Greenwich Farm would attest you and tell you that if there's a night or a funeral in there, all the fishermen would come together and send fish to that family in mourning. And the youth them were living there would plan which party to attend and rather be in Greenwich Farm than going somewhere else. That community there is a God-blessed place, Greenwich Farm.
Yeah. Tell me how you bring up these topics. I'm trying to.
Because all heap of community I get praise, and these little gems of community is just hidden away, and the people and the youth them not get no highlight at all.
All right, give me a chance now. I notice that you always make an assessment of communities that getting credit and communities that not getting enough credit. So
yes, sir.
You always kind of take a survey of them thing, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Greenwich Farm is a community where a lot of people from outside pass through it daily. Are true or not?
Yeah, man. It's a gateway to Kingston Wharf.
Yes. So people
That's
pass.
Why them have a Zozo down there. Yeah, they know that. That is the only reason why there is a Zozo in Greenwich Farm to protect Kingston Wharf. There's no crime that happening in Greenwich Farm that it's supposed to have a Zozo with all of the streets them block off. All of the streets them in Greenwich Farm block off for no reason at all.
All right, well, hear me now. If people get some community praise and not get other community praise, as far as me concerned, I couldn't care less if other people boost up other community and not boost my community. I don't really put them things on too much practice. And the next thing now, if me I run a radio program or a discussion program and somebody I discuss things with me and me I discuss things with them, if I find myself I interrupt them, if I realize that I interrupt them, I go try my best hold back and allow them to finish talk when I finish talk instead of do what I do sometime. And then now if them do the same thing, after I allow them a couple times, but after the third time I will point out to them, say, hear me now. I allow you to finish talk when you talk and then I talk, and then I want it to work the other way too. And we try to come to some agreement. Some people, we agree with you that say yes or no. And as we start again, them no allow you, and me continue and try allow them when them attack. Then now, if them kind of become overruling now, that is the time when me will stand up and me will assert myself, you understand it? Like all a bully now. A bully is usually somebody who take the initiative, you know. You understand?
Yeah.
Like when I say take the initiative, what I mean?
Them want to be the person who is always on top, you know, are always on the brutal side of,
no, when you say I finish the sentence, you know. Anytime you don't finish a sentence, you don't finish a thought, you know, the person can't pick up exactly what you say, you know. So when somebody...
Jerry, as a parting shot.
No, you boss me, you interrupt me again, but me allow you. Go and part your shot. You believe a parting shot, but it not go part. Go on.
All right. Did you know that Greenwich Farm is the only inner city community which don't have no zinc fence at all? No zinc fence. And that is the legacy of Porsche Simpson. No, absolutely zero zinc fence.
And through that now what? Through that what?
No, me just try tell you that down there is a community whereby the police can patrol and do it now if you look two sides. So
hold on, Nico.
Necessary.
Hold on. Who decides say no zinc fence now with the agreement? Who decide that?
Portia Simpson.
Why should decide that? Is her does it belong to her?
Not really, you know, but she need to leave something to set a precedent for other,
so is so through there's no zinc fence, the police can drive and looking at the yard them.
Yes, the police them can drive because
no, don't tell me the because. No, don't tell me about the because. 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 It is a good thing because police can drive and looking at the yard them, not true?
Yeah, and
so,
the
right.
police them now have no fear that man.
Right. So it done. So it done for. Yes. So it done for the benefit of the police then.
No, man, it done for the benefit of the community because it can get patrolled properly and it don't have to man by a zozo.
It don't have to man by a zozo, but it man by a zozo though.
Yeah, which I consider not really necessary.
No, the point that you come here to make is that Portia make nothing fence now they are Grange Farm.
Yeah, it's a bragging.
So therefore you never really come for make an objective point. You come for really score.
It is an objective point that no
but you come for score.
Community should have zinc fence.
So why say no community should have zinc fence?
No inner city.
But other community have zinc fence though.
No.
So therefore no community not have no zinc fence then.
Because
no, not about no because. No, not about no because. Make we agree. Make we get the understanding. No community not have zinc fence, right?
Inner city community.
No, don't tell about the inner city. No community not have zinc fence, right?
You see it, yeah, bullying me.
All right, me ask you then now. So outside the inner city, community can have zinc fence?
Well, the police always take set on inner city.
I am asking you if it is all right for community outside the inner city to have zinc fence. May I ask you that?
No.
So therefore, no community not have zinc fence then?
Absolutely not.
So you say how long? So you say it's bullying you need before you come to the truth? Because you wouldn't admit to me say no community not have zinc. Now who decides that no community not have no zinc fence? Who decides that?
The people.
No, it's not the people decide that. Portia. The people who decide that is people.
It also.
No, it's not the people demand it. It's people like you and Portia make a decision that no community must have zinc fence. So you enjoy making rules for everybody else.
No man, the police can work properly.
Yes, you Portia and the police. You Portia and the police want to dictate to the rest of the world. Because dictatorship is enjoyable, you know.
Me can't bully you too, you know. Me can't bully you too, you know.
Yes, but you have to have your gun. And true me know that. Guess what? Guess what?
Yes, teacher.
Me am not teacher, man. Me a bully.
I'm a party shot again.
Party, you see how long you take party and shot? I may have you in the, me have you between the zinc fence and in the gully, up and down the gully.
McIntyre land,
yeah.
South side.
Yes.
And Fletcher's land was built by the genius of Michael Manley, and right now the only thing those community want, I'm speaking about the part where of the housing project, it only needs a proper wall around it to be a gated.
Gated? No, to be a garrison.
No,
Garrison.
man, to be a
Garrison are the first gated community in it. You didn't know that?
Jerry, did you know that McIntyre land housing scheme built by the right Honorable Michael Manley? It built with a 4-land tennis court.
Where them there?
Shopping center.
All right, where them there now?
It is still running.
When last you keep a tour? When last you keep a? When last you keep a?
Did you know that down in Tivoli Garden have a antenatal down there, a hospital down there?
But it's not an anti-crime down there, though.
No, but we are tell them say NHT.
All right, yeah, hear me now. We have 5 minutes left. I can't indulge in no longer. Little more.
All right.
You have any more call? What?
Jerry.
Hello.
Yeah, man, what want, sir?
Fine, thank you.
Hey, a long time I wait, you know. You may say no, it's time up now.
What your name? What your name?
Yes, sir?
What your name?
Righteousness, man.
All right, we now can accommodate you because you're going to need more than the time we have now. Call tomorrow, early tomorrow. Here? No, you're not say. Tomorrow you say. All right, we'll go to live chat now. Live chat. Sundown. Yes, grounded on the tarmac. Say, well, go on, Jerry. Owe you some thanks from when you were on the Universal Radio. You helped me access a scholarship when we passed that. All right. All right. Del Ryan say, I tune into Nationwide and I heard you I listened to an interview with two Nationwide young guns. They both listened to history and they didn't know and explain their disappointment. The time was not longer. They didn't know. To history they didn't know and explain their disappointment when the time was was much longer. Tanya's sister Ruben said Tanya Stevens have a new tune. Yeah man, Sister D said tough. Sister D said burn a fire upon the politician, the politician. And she continued. Did love them sound there? Louis Lepke, Dana Dread, Tapazuke, cha. And she continued. Them never call DJ them time, the toaster them never call them. Del Ryan say. So small. I used to live at 14 Doncaster Avenue at my auntie house. Half Hilo Avenue. Police Trinity used to live on Doncaster Avenue. Also a master teacher, full joy to the rest of your evening. Next day. Okay, nice, very nice. Live in Jamaica and say, 2 idiot back to back, shake me head, kiss me teeth. You're not no respect, you know. Well, thank you very much. Tanya Stevens says a pity and it's only a pity. We only have 3 minutes, but still, we're not really pity with it. Thank you very much. Tanya Stevens.
I said if we never get a chance to be together, go with ya, trying to love ya. I said it's a pity you already have a wife, and me don't have a man in my life. Good boy, it is a pity. I say it is a pity. You already have your wife, and me have a one man in my life. Good boy, it is a pity. I woulda liked one of these mornings to wake up and find your face on a pillow lying right next to mine. I woulda cut out the party and the smoking and the rum and bust a extra wine and make we see the sun. Well, every time I fantasize, me see your lips, me see your eyes, your trigger finger do something that left the rude girl hypnotized. For you it's just a thing, just another little fling. But for me this is heaven and the angel that must sing. It's a pity you already have a wife, and me don't have a man in my life. Good boy, it is a pity. I say it is such a pity. You already have a wife, and me have a one man in my life. Good boy, it is a pity. For you so much the respect from my have. Be your woman, be your kids, believe me, rude boy, my press. and unbeaten. Who knows, maybe one day the world will be evolved enough. We'll share here in a civilized manner between the two of us. But until then, I would have loved to see you again. I know we have to play it by the stupid rules of men. Said if we never get a chance to get together, go with ya, time I love ya. I'ma say, so meet me around the corner. I'll fight Betsy and Lana. You know them, I do what it is.
Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC.